Hey there, everybody. This is Randy Brown for another goal setting podcast. Uh, we're going to get fears in here in a bit. I'm going to go on YouTube and I'm going to watch to see if anybody picks up in the chat. So I'm live, I'm streaming. So here we go. Let's see, videos. I don't know how I find out whether people are watching or not. Let me go to Google again. Let me refresh this and see. Nope, that's okay. Old stuff. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna send the link to Fears Man. Okay, I'm sending him the link. There we go. I hope this is coming through. YouTube. There we are. Want to see what everybody's.
Great cereals are made from professional.
I'm getting a commercial on my own video. That's classic. D-Man. All right. Want to see what everybody. Hey, D-Man. How's it going? So, D-Man, what is your goal? So let's just get started and go ahead and put your goal, D-Man, whatever it is, and we'll help you make sure it's specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time-based. So you're the only one watching, so this is focused all on you. So let's do it. I'm good. I'm good. I actually don't know if I took my medication yesterday because I stayed up all night. I did manage to get 3 to 4 hours of sleep before I did this, so that was good. So what are your goals, D-Man? What are you looking forward to? What's something that you want to complete or do in the future? Just anything you have is good. So just let me know I'm getting what you're looking forward to. What goals do you have? Do you have any goals? You could even put a silly goal. I don't care. Just something that we can work on. I'm pretty good. We'd like to get into better shape. Now, the very first thing that we would talk about is, did we talk about this last time? I forgot. Did we go over your weight goals last time? And what I like about your last comment, D-Man, you said, I'm pretty good, would like to get into better shape. You stated your goals in the positive. You see, now there are some people who state their goals in the negative. They state what they don't want. They say, I want to lose weight. And they have this thing. It's called the pink elephant technique, and it's like if I told you not to think about pink elephants, what would you be thinking about right now? Pink elephants. So instead of focusing on losing weight, you're focusing on getting in better shape, which you're focusing on what you do want, not what you don't want. But if you're going to meet your weight loss goals, you've got to know you've got to know where you are and where you want to be. So, D-Man, let me know, what is your current weight right now? Don't be shy. Nobody's going to judge you. Just let me know, what is your current weight right now? Just type in the number. My weight is pretty good. Okay, you're 180 right now. Now, where do you want to be? What is your goal weight? What do you want to be at? Like, what is the perfect weight for D-Man? Just want to start a healthy lifestyle. Okay. Well, that's a good goal. It's a little bit inspecific, but we'll put it over here. Healthy lifestyle. Now, okay, so you basically want to lose 10 pounds. So, now, what are some of the actionable items? What are some of the steps or actionable items that you could do to healthy eating, low stress? Yes, definitely. And so one thing that you could do, there's actually two things that you could do. You could clean out, you could actually do this right now. You could clean out your fridge, or after this session, you could immediately go to the store and buy healthy food. Okay. So now, what kind of food do you want to be eating? Like a lot of greens, salad? Be specific. You know, another thing you could do is you could Google diets. You go on Amazon.com and you could get some recipe books. And we also want to focus on things you could do right now. So, some of the things that you do this instant without even having to go out and without even having to go out of your house right now is you could drink more water. And remember, we want to do measurable. So instead of drink more water, let's put drink 8 glasses a day. And you know, on YouTube, hold on a second. Sorry about this. I just got to mute this for. Okay, so sorry about that. Like I said, another actionable item that you can do is you can drink 8 glasses a day. And then again, to make it measurable, you can go to Body Rock if you're interested in hot Russian women who are also fantastic physical trainers. You could go to Body Rock and try to do their stuff maybe 30 minutes a day. For 5 days. So 30 times 5 days a week would be 150 minutes a week, which would be 150 times 4 would be 600 minutes a month. And with that regimen, you'd have 600 minutes a month. So that's a good amount of hours. In fact, I would say that's a 10 solid hours of working out and doing what you're doing. Who is all in here? The dude, D-Man is in here. You're in here, the dude. There's 3 watching right now. So, D-Man, yeah. D-Man's in here. Can't you see it? Hello, the dude. How's it going? What have you been up to, the dude? Happy is here. So the dude and Happy. Let me know what your goals are. Like we've just been going over D-Man's health goals. One is, you know, some actionable items are, you know, you Google diets, you go on Amazon for recipe books. You know, for measurable, you want your goals to be measurable. Because, you know, I know like there's some like psychological groups out there that'll say, oh, you need to accept yourself. Oh, you need to come to terms with reality. And it's like, well, how do you know when you come to terms with reality? I mean, really. How do you know when you've accepted yourself? I don't know. But I do know that drinking 8 glasses of water a day is specific, it's measurable, and this is time-based. We said in a day. So, you know, drink 8 glasses of water a day. If you want to work out on YouTube, a good place is Body Rock. And if you do body rock for 30 minutes a day for 5 days, that's 30 times 5 is 150 minutes a week. And then 150 times 4 is 60 minutes a month, which is 10 hours of good training. So is Vinyl Joe's here. All right. So Vinyl Joe, what goals do you have? The dude, happy, and Vinyl Joe, put down any goals that you may have, and we'll work on them, and hopefully I can help you reach your goal and get more out of life. I'm gonna erase this because if you want it, you could just watch this video again. And I mean, yeah, D-Man was saying he wanted to live a more healthy lifestyle. Vinyl Joe, happy. The dude, what are your goals? Yeah, Vinyl Joe, this is a goal setting vlog. So you know, anything you wanna work on. And you know, D-Man, you say this is a stressful world. One thing that you might want to Google is stress reduction techniques. There are several good resources on the internet. You might want to try meditation. Shit, I don't know, man, to make money. Well, how much money do you want to make exactly, the dude? Like, give me, we want to make it achievable and realistic. So unless you're already earning like 60,000, don't put like, I want to make $1 million. Let's try for something, shoot small. Because these two right here are very specific. Achievable, you want to ask yourself, has somebody else achieved the goal that I'm thinking of? Now, if it's achievable, like, you know, there are people who have made $1 million in a day. But you got to go back down to this one, which is realistic, which means, okay, is it realistic for someone in my position to make $1 million a day? You know? So first, it has to be achievable, because if you're trying to levitate the Empire State Building with your mind, and nobody's ever done that, you're probably not going to have much success either. And then realistic, you want to make sure like a few humans have accomplished this goal in their lifetime. So, Vinyl Joe, working out on a regular basis. Well, let's plan some stuff out right now, Vinyl Joe. What are some of the things you're trying to get together? I always just kind of throw shit together. I like to be able. Exactly how much, I have no idea. I just want a steady job and make a lot of money. But don't worry, I'm working on it. Move on to someone else. Who here needs more help? Okay, Vinyl Joe. Vinyl Joe, what are some of the things that you want to plan out? Like, what do you want to work on today? Let me know what stuff you plan. Now, you see, one of the things you need to do is you need to create a next. I already worked out 3 times a week. I'm just not that great planning it out. Okay, so now, do you go to a gym? Do you work out? Now, do you go to a gym, or do you work out at home, or what do you do? And thank you, the dude, for chipping in and trying to help Vinyl Joe out. I already know my routines. I just like to plan when I go to gym and make it 5 times a week. So basically, what's stopping you from going to the gym? I think we need to find that out, and then maybe we'll have some more. It's finding the motivation. I'll tell you something that I do, Vinyl Joe, and this is what's known as leverage. Whenever I want to reach a goal and I'm serious and I'm willing to put money behind it, I do it. So now the way you use leverage is first you need to find out what motivates you, pain or pleasure. Because what I do is I have people hold me accountable. Like you may have seen, I posted on Fears's every so often I post on Fears's Facebook, and I tell him I kind of make a bet almost. You could call it a bet. Like I tell Fears that I'm gonna finish a cartoon, and if I don't finish, by 8 o'clock, I send Fears a DVD. Now, pain motivates me. So, and like, I tell Fears, hey Fears, you know what? I'm gonna finish this cartoon by 8 o'clock, or I'm gonna send you one of your favorite DVDs, and I try to make it an expensive DVD. Now, this is what's known as being held accountable and using leverage on yourself. Now, you might have a friend or family member that you like, that you're really nice to, and what I would do is I would put up a certain amount of money, and I would put it on Facebook and ask them to repost it and say, let's say you have a friend named Sarah. You could be like, hey, Sarah, you know what? If I don't work out 5 hours this week, I'm going to give you $50. Now, there's two benefits to this. Number one, if you reach your goal, you keep the $50 and you benefited yourself. Now, let's say you don't reach the goal. Well, then Sarah gets the $50, and Sarah is going to like you a lot more than if you just gave her nothing. And Sarah, your friend, will repost your goal, so you can't just like go on Facebook and remove your comment. She's got it up there. It's up there for the world to see, and your Facebook friends are holding you accountable. And this is a great way to use Facebook to motivate you. And again, this is called getting leverage on yourself. Now, it doesn't have to be a DVD. It doesn't have to be $50. Whatever you don't want to lose. I mean, like, say if your friend Sarah, maybe she needs her weeds whacked, or maybe she needs her lawn mowed. You'd be like, you know what, Sarah? If I don't finish this, I will mow your lawn for free, or I will do whatever. So, time, lack of motivation some days. Once I get in, though, I feel great during and afterwards. Same Joe, it's just getting there that's the part. Yeah, let's drive that ride. Well, I can drive, have a car, cut off my finger if I don't. No, Vinyl Joe, don't cut off your finger, because I want to talk about something right now. Do not. I know you were probably joking, but the thing is, you want your goals to be ecological. Now, somebody last stream said their goal was to become an assassin. Now, let me tell you what the definition of ecological is. When something's ecological, it means that it's good for you and it's good for other people. Now, if your goal harms yourself or if your goal harms other people, that is not an ecological goal, and that is not a goal that you want to pursue. So, harming yourself, chopping off your finger would count as harming yourself. Becoming an assassin, that would definitely harm other people. So that is not an ecological goal, and you want your goals to be ecological. You want your goals to benefit yourself and someone else. So okay, so that's the definition of ecological. Now, let me ask you let me ask you this, Vinyl Joe. Could you work out at home? Do you have weights that you could use? I mean, like I said, like I was doing with D-Man, there are plenty of YouTube workouts that are very intense that if you had the space at the home where you are right now, you could definitely do a body rock workout. You could do, they've got several workouts on YouTube that you can use. But by harming one person, I'm helping many, many other people. No, you still don't want to do that. No. I have a bench with 80 bells. I could probably do curls. That's about it. Well, you know what? I am going to check out something for you right now. Might take me a tiny bit. So let me just, and I don't know. I'm not quite sure if I can link videos into YouTube. But if I wanted to get into shape, and it sounds like you're already somewhat in shape because you're working out almost pretty regularly. It sounds like, where are you right now, Vinyl Joe? Are you at home or at work? Let me see if I can send a link right here. Okay, so I just sent you a link, and Vinyl Joe, I stopped for a while because I got these ugly ass stretch marks on my arm. Yeah. Well, Vinyl Joe, I sent you a link, and it's for a 12-minute workout. And if you have YouTube at home, you could possibly do this workout. Because you need to work out wherever you are. So I stopped a while because I got these ugly ass stretch marks on my arm. Do you have the solution for that? I've heard cocoa buttercream works very good for stretch marks. Randall, is this what you flap to? No. No, but she is hot. And I think she's in my age range, too. But if I was going to start doing a workout, she's not bad to look at. And plus, she does a pretty rigorous workout. And look at her. I mean, look at me. I don't know what I'm talking about, but this chick knows what she's talking about. And she's doing a squat and punch routine. And this is something that you don't, I mean, I'm looking at it. You don't need any exercise equipment. You don't need any special, stuff to do this. Like, she's doing a workout that you could do in your living room. You could do it in your TV room. You could do it in your bedroom. You could do it wherever. And, this is a good workout. Yeah, try that. So I hope that's been helpful. Yeah, and like I said, if you're at home, try watching this workout. Try following along. It's only 12 minutes long, and she does a pretty intense workout. And like I said, it looks like she knows what she's talking about. I say because I will admit right now that I do not have all the answers, but Henry Ford didn't know all the answers to his questions either. But what he did was this reporter came in to interview him, and he goes, Henry Ford, you didn't even graduate from college. What makes you think you're such a smart guy? And Henry Ford had this like little panel in front of him, and he goes, go ahead, ask me a question. So the reporter asked him a question on whatever it was, and then he pressed a button, and then a scientist came in and he said, you know what? I don't know the answers to your questions, but at the command of these buttons, I can bring in someone who will tell me the exact answer that I'm looking for. And you have that on YouTube. If you've got a fitness question, you just type in workout, diets, cooking recipes. On YouTube, you'll get thousands, if not millions, of hits. If you have a science question, what is gravity? You just type that in, you'll get thousands, if not millions, of hits. So, hippity poppity, give me the zoppity. My goal is to make that a regular saying. Wasn't Ford an anti-Semite? I don't believe so. I don't believe so. Did Hitler keep a picture of Ford on his desk or the other way around? I believe you mean Ford. I don't believe so. The reason that I like Ford so much is my real father wrote speeches, or my grandfather on my father's side wrote speeches for Henry Ford. So I tried to learn a little bit about him a lot. I did say Henry Ford. Yeah. No, Henry Ford. But yeah, so I mean, basically, and he wouldn't even need those buttons today. He could just, type Google, what is gravity? Who said blah, 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 blah? Randall. Okay. Hey, Fierce Man, how are you? You know what? Let me find some headphones so that I can, let me find some headphones so I can do the do with you. Gotta find out where I put this shit. Sorry. I thought I would be more prepared than this, but obviously I am not. So, Fierce Man, we've been talking about weight loss routines and all that. Hold on. Henry Ford was the first American recipient. I do not remember any of this. But, yep, they were both in love with each other. No, I do not remember that. Well, I mean, so fears will be in soon. All right. Can't wait for that. So Henry Ford. I just got to read some of this here. I'm getting a little history lesson from the dude. Yeah, I never did hear about the anti-Semitic stuff until now. But again, we're getting off topic. The topic is, what are your goals and what do you want to achieve? So my mind is blown. Sorry. So Vinyl Joe, do you think you could use any other leverage? I mean, giving a good amount of money to someone is significant leverage, but you want to make sure that it's not. You want to make sure it's just enough to where it would inconvenience you, but not to where it would cripple you. Okay. So, yeah. So again, let's get back on topic. Let's try to focus on your goals and what they are, and let's make them actionable. And okay, let's try to get back on topic, people. So, Vinyl Joe, do you think you could do those workouts in the privacy of your own home? Yes, yay, or nay? Do you think that would be worthwhile? Again, we're getting a little off topic. So, does anybody else have any goals that they'd like to work on, or anything that they'd like to get motivated to do? Okay, Vinyl Joe says, "Yeah, I usually try to do some sort of body work, weight exercise if I don't get into the gym." I agree, it's interesting, but the point of this video is goals, and we're trying to help people, work towards their goals. Now, if they had to do a paper on Henry Ford and his sordid history, that'd be something. But we're trying to focus on goals. and help people, reach whatever goals that they are shooting for. So, and Fears is going to be in here in a little bit, so we'll see how that goes, and hopefully he'll have some fun updates for us. Okay, dude, be right back. All right. Okay, so I'm not a huge history buff, but my mother is getting up there in years, and she showed me some of my great-grandfather's letters to his son, and it was pretty interesting hearing something that had gone on so long ago, but yeah, learn fearsome things. Yeah, okay. Hopefully he'll come in. Let me go on Facebook and make sure he's got the link, or make sure he hasn't sent me anything. I'm going to go into my Google Hangout, copy, Facebook. Oh, that might be him right now. Okay, let's see. Lord Fears. Yes, Lord Fears. You are live with us right now. No. Okay, hold on. Lord Fears, how art thou? Lord Fears.
Lord Randall, thou art a genius every day, all day.
Yep.
Randall, I will be there soon, my friend. I stopped to get something to eat. I had to go visit my grandma, but I will be there.
Do you stop at the BK Lounge?
I wish I could say that I stopped at the BK Lounge, but where I was, there was no BK Lounge in the vicinity, my friend.
Darn it. Well, I guess you'll just have to go get some free Starbucks then.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
There's not much to eat at Starbucks. I just go for the coffee. The coffee is, it's not the greatest coffee, but it's one of the greatest coffee.
I think it is the greatest coffee.
Well, there you go. Randall, prepare me. What have we been talking about in the stream so far?
So far people are talking about their weight loss and fitness goals, what they want to do to get in shape. I sent them a link to...
I wouldn't mind talking about that, because Peters is trying to lose some weight.
Uh-huh. That's good.
And then what else? I heard someone say they're talking about Henry Ford or something.
Yeah, well, I was saying that on my father's side, one of my great-grandfathers wrote speeches for Henry Ford. And it's kind of getting a little off topic. I really want to stay on topic of people's goals and, what they hope to achieve and, different ways we can help people.
Can I just make a comment? We've been friends for almost 9 or 10 years, and I had no idea that you had relations with Henry Ford. I mean, that's just kind of cool, but let's just stay on point here. I just have to, throw that out there.
Well, I don't have relations with Henry Ford. One of my great-grandfathers wrote speeches for Henry Ford. Does that still count as relations?
That's close enough. If you write speeches for Henry Ford, then you're pretty much, related to Henry Ford.
Okay. Yeah.
That's actually pretty cool, Randall. Writing speeches for Henry Ford.
Yeah.
I don't even remember who Henry Ford is. I know he's famous, but
he was head of the Ford Motor Company. He created it, and
he created Yeah. Wasn't that one of the very first cars? Ford?
Yeah.
Ford was one of the very first car companies. If not the first.
Yeah.
My grandfather owned a Ford.
Yeah.
Right on.
Okay.
All right, well, I'm walking into the coffee shop right now.
Do you have your laptop under your arm right now?
I I will be there momentarily.
Okay. So and remember, I just want to say, Fierce, let's try to stay on topic. Some people are kind of veering away from the topic of setting goals and helping people achieve them. They're kind of going into.
If I get off topic, hold me back in.
Okay, I'll hone you back in.
Because sometimes my mind does wander when I get off topic.
Yeah.
But just hold me back, and then we'll get back.
Okay.
I will see you soon.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah. So, like I said with fears, I really want to stay on topic. This isn't about Henry Ford's sordid past. It's about, it's about helping people achieve their goals. And if your goal is to be a history buff, read a history book. Maybe Google some YouTube videos on whatever you want to learn about. But so Vinyl Joe, how many, what takes up most of your time, Vinyl Joe? What usually gets in the way of you going to the gym and doing a workout? Let me know what that is. So Vinyl Joe, I hope you're watching because there's 2 people watching now. The dude is gone for a moment, so I hope it's you and maybe. So who's watching right now? Just post anything. Post I'm here. Just I''M space HERE. I know playback is being a little bit delayed because I'm watching my video on YouTube and I can see it's going quite slowly. So actually, while we're doing this, I want to try a few things, and let's see if we can get Fears to talk to some hot women, because Fears is a good-looking guy. He's a cool dude. He's in decent shape. He's got a lot going for him. He's got a job. He's got a YouTube following. He's got tons of things going for him. And when he says, "Oh, I'm too afraid to go up to this girl. I think she's too good for me," it shocks me because he's such a good guy, And I find it hard that he would run out of things to say because he's pretty talkative in normal life. So I'll be back in a bit. I'll talk to you while I'm moving around and shifting around. So I just want to go over something, and we're gonna maybe try to destroy some limiting beliefs. And now, if any of you know let's try to define a limiting belief. We might shift this goal. We might shift it from goal setting to limiting beliefs. Now, let's get this down. A limiting belief It's basically any belief that stops you from doing what you want to do. And typically, so a limiting belief is any belief that stops you from doing what you want to do. Now, there's some beliefs that are okay. There's some beliefs that say you shouldn't rob a bank or you shouldn't hit that person. That's not a limiting belief because, like I said before, those actions are not ecological. If you're hurting yourself or someone else, you want your goals to be ecological, and if it hurts someone or yourself or someone else, it's not ecological. And if it's good for someone else and it's good for you, both, then it's an ecological goal. But there are several ways of destroying limiting beliefs. And hopefully when fears comes in, maybe we can reframe some of his objections, and maybe we can figure out what stops him from taking action and doing what he really wants to do. So, Vinyl Joe, we will try to teach somebody something here. The dude, welcome back. Good to have you here. So we're talking about limiting beliefs. Any belief that stops you from doing what you want to do. Now, this could be something as good as a limiting belief could be something like I'm too old. Or a limiting belief could be it's impossible. Now, the thing with, let's tackle one of these things. I'm too old. Now, a lot of people say, oh, I'm too old to go to college. Well, you know what? There are some people in their 60s and 70s who are teachable, who are going to college right now so that they can work well into their 60s. And there's even been studies where 50 and 60-year-olds are bulking up and are gaining nearly as much muscle mass as someone half their age. So I'm too old. Is that really true? Maybe, maybe not, but probably not. Like, there are people who are 80 who have jobs as baggers at Pick and Save, And then here we have one, it's called It's Impossible. And I want you to ask yourself, are your goals really impossible? Like, if you want to meet a girl, aren't there tons of married people out there? Some people say, like, I don't deserve it. Well, to that I would ask, Pick and Save is it's like a supermarket. You never been to Pick and Save? Pick and Save, it used to be really big in the 80s. Maybe it went under. But I remember Pick and Save, they would have tons of really, really good deals for $1. They would have like a 3-liter soda for $1. They would have corn, canned corn. No, not Picnic Save. You got it right the first time. It was Pick and Save. And Pick and Save, they would have like $3 liters of soda for $1. They would have cans of corn and soup for yeah, it's probably not where you live. Um, you know, a good example of the of Pick and Save today would probably be Dollar Tree or Dollar General or Family Dollar. You probably have those. So, but yeah. So, but yeah, and then like there's also the thing like I don't deserve it. Well, for that, I would have to ask what specifically don't you deserve? You know, like I mean, like why don't you deserve it? What would happen if you did deserve it? What stops you from getting it? You know, so picnic slave. That's funny. I think Sam's is owned by Sam Walton, and I think he owns Walmart too. I think he owns Sam's and Walmart. He's like a millionaire. But again, we're getting off topic. So the topic right now is limiting beliefs. Any belief that stops you from doing what you want to do. So, and like some of the beliefs are, I'm too old, it's impossible, I don't deserve it. You know, and for this last one, I don't deserve it. I think there are plenty of people out there, especially, and I'm picking out people who are on reality TV right now. There are tons of people with tons of money dating great people who definitely do not deserve everything they have. And when you say I don't deserve it, uh, you may think you're not worthy. You may not think you don't. You may not think you deserve it. But does that mean it's impossible? No. It just means that you don't deserve it, which doesn't mean you can't have it. You know. So it's just something. So I have to go over a few of the limiting beliefs now. Vinyl Joe, let me ask you this, Vinyl Joe. What stops you from working out? You said, I don't have time. Let me ask you this. How much time, how much free time do you have during the day? Like, give me an estimate. Like, do you have like an hour, 45 minutes, 30 minutes, 15 minutes? Like, how much time specifically do you have a day to work out? Hello? You don't know who that was? It wasn't Fears. So hopefully he will be coming in soon. Who was that? Said Florida Regional INS. Immigration? I would assume INS stood for insurance. So I just struggled to find the motivation and get a ride specifically. Well, you know what? If you can't find the time, let me ask you this, Vinyl Joe. Can you walk to work? No, never mind. That's a bad question. But you know what you could do is you could spend around 20 minutes a day, spend around 20 minutes a day running. Now, there are several benefits to running. Number one, it gets you out of, oh, you're a student. Okay, so it's not a job that's taking up your time, it's schoolwork. Okay, so, Piers, are you here?
I am here, my friend.
Lord Piers.
Lord
How
Randall.
about?
Thouest is doing good because thine has got thine coffee. I needed thine coffee. I want thine coffee. I was tired. I'm doing a lot. I'm doing a lot better now, Randall, because I called you. Fears was not feeling good this morning. Lots and lots and lots of diarrhea. Lots of diarrhea. I'm talking overflowing of diarrhea. So Fears had to not vlog at all today, and I'm going to work on the vlog today from yesterday. But it's almost done.
Okay.
All right, let's get on topic. What's going on?
So right now we're talking about limiting beliefs, and what a limiting belief is it's any belief that stops you from doing what you want to do.
Okay.
Now, I was just talking about you, man. I was saying tons of good things, and I want to ask your permission to talk about this because if you don't want to talk about it, we could just move on. But,
It depends on what you were talking about.
Okay, so I was just saying, Fears, you're a good-looking guy. You're in pretty decent shape. You got a nice job.
Decent shape.
You've got quite the following on YouTube.
Oh, speaking of which, Randall, Fears hit 800 subscribers today on
High five, my friend.
on FearsMan26. So thank you, everybody. I appreciate it.
Oh.
800 subscribers. It only took since 2007 to 2016 to get 800 subscribers. So better late than never.
Yeah. So now, if I could, I'd like to talk about when was the last time you saw a really hot girl that you didn't hit on, and I want to know what you said to yourself in your mind.
Probably when I was at the mall about a week ago, I saw this ungodly, amazing hot woman. And the reason why I didn't go up and hit on her was because I saw a ring and she was with her gentleman. So I was like, well, if I go over there, I'm going to get my ass kicked.
Well, that's reasonable. What about one that wasn't married or had a boyfriend?
It's been a while. Like
Yeah.
I hit on some girls and stuff like sometimes at the coffee shop, but yeah. Anyway, Randall, I'm just curious. What were you saying about me before I came in?
I just said everything I told you right now. I just said,
oh,
you're doing great. You got a nice job. You got a YouTube following. You look pretty decent. You're clean shaven. Got nice hair going on. I mean, you're doing pretty good. So, but it just boggles my mind because like one time you said like I don't deserve it, or you said like I don't deserve a girl as hot as that, or something like that. What did you say exactly? I forgot.
no, I said this is going back a couple of years. I said this girl is so ungodly hot that I don't even live up to her persona because like she's here and John Fears is like down here. So I said I probably don't even deserve a girl of that magnitude, because I'd be so nervous to go talk to her because she was so ungodly hot. But yeah, it was something around that.
So let me ask you, what puts her up here, and what puts you down there?
Randall, it was her whole persona. It was whole persona. Like she had flowing hair, beautiful looks. Despite Fears' massive competence, I get quite nervous sometimes around the ladies, So anyway, I forgot to tell you, Randall, you have full access to ask me whatever you want because you are one of my best friends, buddy. So I think the better question is why wouldn't you ask Fears all of these awesome questions?
Well, and you know me, I'll keep it respectful,
I appreciate that, sir.
I'm not going to name names, but there are people who will just like take jabs at you and ask you questions to try to embarrass you. I will
Yeah,
not do
but-
that to her. So.
Yeah, but Randall, they're idiot trolls, so it doesn't really
Okay.
matter because
Back
they're
on
not
topic. Back on topic.
because they're not going to amount to anything in life. But yeah.
So again, now again, we're talking about limiting beliefs. Any beliefs that stops you from doing what you want to do. Like you said, he's up here and you're down here. Now, one thing that I was talking about, another limiting belief that is one that you were talking with, was I don't deserve it.
Randall, I need to clarify two things. I'm reading the chat. I'm not calling Vinyl Joe idiot troll. I'm not calling him an idiot. And
No, we didn't name names.
no. You guys know who I don't like. And then the dude says, fears. Getting nervous around girls is an indication of not having massive confidence. All right, let me just explain that. Let me explain it, because this is still on topic. The confidence comes in doses. Like, if I look at a woman and I'm like, I know for a fact I can pull that off, I go for it. But even if I don't know that I like, it's like, it's in the middle, Randall. Like, I could maybe pull that off. If it's a maybe, I go for it. If I know for a fact that I cannot pull that girl off, I don't even go up to her. And that's when the lack of confidence like kicks in. I'm like, oh man, I don't know if I can go up there and talk to her, yeah. But really, Randall, that shouldn't matter because, my dad gave me the best piece of advice. My dad gave me the best piece of advice about women. The worst thing that they can say is no. My dad's like, that's all they can say, John, is no. He's like, the worst thing they can say is no. And then you're like, all right, no harm, no foul. And then you just move on to the next girl. So,
yeah.
And then,
well, yeah.
And then you said limiting beliefs. There's one belief that always has haunted fears ever since I've had a passion for film.
Uh-huh.
And it is, I have a fear of failure. I don't want to fail at this, like I am determined. Ever since I was like 5 or 6, I want to get a film job because that's like when I fell in love with film. I remember sitting in front of the TV just watching hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of movie, television. I just kind of fell in love with it. So that's one limiting belief that kind of keeps me down, is I have a fear of failure. That's why I work. That's why I've been working so hard, because I was a lazy piece of crap like through middle school and high school and a bit of college. Let
me stop you right there. What would happen if you did fail?
It would suck beyond belief.
Because tell me what would happen.
I mean, I don't think anything would happen. I would just, gosh, there's flies everywhere. I'm sorry. I don't think anything would happen. I'm just saying I would be like upset with myself, because I'd be like, you know what? Fears. Gosh, this freaking fly. I've never gave up on anything, Randall. Like, I've always seen things through to the end. Like, a bunch of my friends started karate and they quit. I went all the way to like brown belt, and
that's a high-ranking belt.
Yeah, it's only like
right above black. Right below black.
Yeah, it's like one below black. And the only reason why I couldn't finish black is me and my parents and my brother, we had to move. So I kind of had to give up on that. But pretty much besides that, I went all the way through Boy Scouts, finished that. Whenever I joined a club or whatever in school, I always stayed in that club or that sport all the way, so.
So what are you trying to succeed at, basically?
And I know
you might fail.
I know failure is a part of life. I know it is part of life, but I'm one of those people that failure is not an option. Like, you only have one life to live, and you have to make it great. And I've learned that from a couple of people, like my dad. My dad started in the mailroom. My dad started in the mailroom at Monsanto and worked his way up. And now my dad is like, this freaking millionaire that has like 20 to 25 people like working under him, and he's the man at his company. So he started in the mailroom, for Christ's sake. My dad would work extra hours. And then I remember one time my dad told me a story of him like going into some guy's office, and my dad's like, anything you need, sir. Like, if you want me to be your assistant, like, my dad showed initiative. He was like, I want to get out of the mailroom. Anything you need, I'll write up memos for you. I'll type up papers for you. And the guy was like, wow. He goes, I've never had anyone like ask that, but he's like, I'll definitely keep you. I'll keep you in mind because I hate writing memos. And then my dad started writing memos for that guy. You just gotta make shit happen.
So let me ask you this.
You just gotta do it. Like I've even said it a million times, Randall, in my vlogs and in my stream. You just gotta do it. You just gotta fucking do it. And fears, failure is not an option for me. I will succeed because if you work hard enough, you will do it.
So let me ask you this. What is an empowering belief that you don't have right now that you think would be good to believe and beneficial if you did believe it?
Wait, say it one more time.
What is an empowering belief, something that will get you to where you want to go, that you don't have right now, but you think would be good to have?
Well, you know? I would say I did have it, Randall, and then I lost it, but now it's coming back. I would say the power of God. Because remember I told you, like, I used to go to church almost every Sunday, and then for a while I thought, you know, like, he's like putting fears on the back burner, you know, like he's putting fears on the back burner, like, oh yeah, I'll get the fears, you know, whenever the hell I feel like it. And that's the worst way to think. But that's how my hilarious mind was thinking, like that's how he was treating me. And I was like, you know what, fears, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Stop feeling sorry for yourself. Go to church and reconnect with God. And so that's what I've been doing. Like, I think I've been to church, like, I haven't been to church like about maybe a year and a half. But just these past couple of weeks, I think I've went 6 times. So we're getting there. So that would be my answer to that question.
So now, how would you phrase that in a sentence? Like, would you say God is important and desirable?
Let's go with that. Like, I need God in my life. Now, I know not every one of our fans, Randall, is spiritual, but I'm spiritual. So to me, he's very important.
So I'm putting down God is important and desirable. Now, what I'm going to do with you is I'm going to start a sentence, and I want you to finish it. Okay?
Oh.
And this all goes back to the belief that God is important and desirable, all right?
I mean, that's just one example, Randall. And Vinyl Joe, that was kind of a low blow, buddy. He says God hates fears. I don't think he hates fears. Come on.
I don't think he hates you either.
Come on, Vinyl Joe. That was a little bit of a low blow. I mean, fear still loves Vinyl Joe, but come on, man. Come on, dude. Don't be saying that.
Okay, so here we go. Here's the first one. I just want you to finish the sentence. God is important and desirable because and when I say I mean you, John Fears. So God is important and desirable because I
believe in him. I believe in him, and he believes in me. And I do look up to The Rock. The Rock is one of my favorite wrestlers. Pixel made a very good point. He says, Fears, I know you look up to The Rock. He's like, but even with his huge help, having a family and wrestling, he still had failures, and it took him years to finally try. And so, yeah, exactly. But see, dude, I've been using that. You know what's been really helping me? You know,
Rock Clock.
I have been using the Rock Clock, and I would encourage everyone to download that. What you do is, can I just explain it, Randall, before we continue on?
Yeah.
Okay, here, I'll show it to you.
Because I mean, this is part of the original thing. We're setting goals, and the Rock Clock is an app to help you set goals.
You set goals, and then you push the button whenever you achieve it, and you crush your goals, and it keeps a count of how many goals you've crushed. So you hit the Rock Clock app. So here we go, hitting it. This is what pops up. Okay, so you can wake up when the Rock wakes up, and it says
Put it really close to the camera, Fears.
So you can wake up when the Rock happens, or you can wake up here. So that's an old alarm. I didn't wake up today at 12:45. I just haven't changed it yet. I woke up today around 10 because my stomach was hurting me, and I was basically sitting on the toilet for like 3 hours. And then every day when you wake up, you can play a video. So I'm going to push the video, and it says today's message, and this is today's message. So you play the message, and today's message was blood, sweat, and tears. You have to earn your goals. Do it. So that was today's message. So part of it is you can set your alarm. So you can either wake up for the rock, or you can either wake up whenever you want to, and then you hit this button off to the left, and it says project, and then you put in your project. And my next project, I say do my newest photography project that I was gonna do today, but I couldn't do today because my stomach was killing me. But now I'm all right. So tomorrow before work, I'm gonna go do this photography project. So as soon as you're done, you hit get after it, and then when you've completed it, it says edit goal or completed goal. And when you hit completed goal, he says a phrase to you like, "Good job, you crushed your goal. That's amazing." He always says something different because there's a thousand phrases. And it's been helping me, Randall. It's really been helping me.
Cool.
Like crushing my goals. And I would encourage anyone to download the app because Pixel is right. The Rock inspires me because he started with nothing. And I either bought his book. I can't remember. No, not his book. I bought his DVD of how he started with nothing to everything. And on the side cover, it says, I started with $7 in my pocket and worked my way up. And he said he was like broke. He was like living at his parents' house. I think his situation was even worse than mine, you know? Like, mine's actually not that bad. I've just been trying to take care of a few things, but his was like really shitty. And yeah, the app.
Same thing with Sylvester Stallone. He started from nothing too.
Exactly. And I've really been trying to use that Rock Clock app and putting in goals every single day, and it's been helping. It's been helping. All right, continue,
Okay.
Randall.
So, okay, now here's I've got 6 more of these sentences after this one. So finish this sentence. God is important and desirable. Therefore, I.
Wait, say it again.
God is important and desirable. Therefore, I
need to trust him more, believe in him more, talk to him more. And I want to address something. Mike says, if you want to be a filmmaker, go out and make a movie. I make movies all the time. Just a lot of the time, you guys see me in here. If I'm in here, I'm either doing a stream for you guys or editing something or applying jobs. I'm out there shooting videos. So I just want to put people's minds at rest. I am shooting video all the time. I shot something last night, like after I left the coffee shop. I literally shot a little short film last night after I went home, and you guys are gonna see it here in a couple of days. So I'm always shooting something. I'm always shooting something. And it's easier said than done. Someone says, get your ass out to LA. You know, there's money, planning. I am saving money. I'm saving money. I'm putting money away. I have about $1,000 saved up because I had to pay off a whole bunch of bills and stuff, and I'm not making excuses. I am saving money. So
No, you're making progress towards your goal.
Yeah, I'm making progress, but it's just easier said than done. I just wish some of these people would understand. I am working my ass off. I work 55 hours a week normally, either 55 or 40, around 45 to 50 hours a week. So I'm trying the best job I can.
Okay. So, next sentence. God is important and desirable after I.
Gosh, these are hard, Randall.
Yeah.
So
let's see. Harder they are, the more you're going to get out of it. Trust me. It's going to make you think.
So hang on. Let me start from the beginning. Because I believe in him and he believes in me, therefore I need to trust, believe, and talk to him more. After I put in the work.
You just want to get this sentence. God is important and desirable. After I. Forget these.
Okay, I would say after I put in the work, and you need to put in the work, you know, because he's not going to be important or desirable if you don't put in the work and, like listen to him and Yeah.
Yeah, and like the metaphor that I would use for God fears is, I'm not saying you're a baby, but a lot of us in our spiritual walk are like very small and like an infant, and you can't walk
Well,
for an infant. You can't walk.
Randall,
You have to let the infant walk himself.
Randall, I'm only 5'6" and I love Ghostbusters, so I'm kind of a man child.
Oh, yeah.
So I think God will cut me a break.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make a joke there. I thought it was funny.
Yeah, it was. Okay. So, again, God is important and desirable, while
Let's see. God is important and desirable, while I would say, God, these are hard, Randall. While I would
It's okay. Take time to think about it.
I would say while I take this journey, because it's all about the journey, in life. You're going to make some mistakes here and there, but God is all. I would say God is into like the little things, Randall. He's into the little things and he's into detail. So he's like, you don't want to just go from here to here. You want to live the journey of life, and if that makes any sense, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah. So God is important and desirable while I take this journey of life. Would that be good?
The what?
While I take this journey of life.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, next one up is whenever Okay, so finish this one. God is important and desirable whenever I
Whew. Randall, I wasn't prepared for this philosophical stuff.
Yeah.
I'm in a coffee shop. All right. And I'm kind of distracted, Randall, if I'm being completely honest.
It's okay. Are there hot chicks around?
There's 2 hot chicks just right over there. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to belittle you or God, but she's quite lovely over there.
Oh, I understand, Pierce. I understand.
See, Randall, that's why I need to be more here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I need to talk to them right now, like 5 seconds from now. No, okay. Whenever let's see, God is important and desirable. Whenever well, see, I've already put in the work, so I would say I need help on this one, Randall. I can't think of anything. Whenever
Well, here's the thing. I can tell you what I would put, but this isn't about what Randy would put. This is about what Pierce would put.
I know.
If it's hard, it's okay, because that means you're really taking time to think it over and mull it over.
Yeah.
And we've got all day, Fears.
Well, Randy, no offense, I don't have all day.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna stay here for about 20, 30 minutes because I don't want to let the fans down. I have to edit the vlog, and then I hate writing cards, to my family members, but you have to do it because I'm a respectable guy and I love my family, my friends. I bought all of my Halloween cards and all of my Thanksgiving cards, and I'm just going to write them all out today, get it done, crush another goal in my Rock app, and
so just think of it, whatever comes to your mind. God is important and desirable whenever I
let's see. I mean, I've tried to cover all the basics. I believe in him. I need to talk to him more. I need to trust him more. Whenever because I'm trying to put in the work. And the way you put in the work is going to church, and I've been reading my Bible more and stuff.
So there you go. Yeah. Whenever you go to church and read the Bible.
All right, let's use that. I guess Final Joe's never heard of a Halloween card. Yes, there's holiday cards you can send your family and friends. If you go to Walmart, Final Joe, there's Halloween cards, there's Thanksgiving cards, there's Christmas cards. They have them in Walmart all the time. And I only do the major holidays. I do Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, someone's birthday, Easter, stuff like that. Wait, Randall, hold the phone. Joey just told me in the chat Tommy is doing stand-up tonight. Oh, Lord. Randall, you don't know the magnitude of that. You don't know the magnitude of Tommy doing stand-up. That's going to not just be good. That's going to be astronomically amazing.
Would you say it's going to be epic?
It's either going to be epic or it's going to be an epic fail. But even if an epic fail, it's still going to be hilarious. So, yeah.
Okay. So God is important and desirable so that I...
Oh, Lord. The dude just said, Tommy's done stand-up before. It's awful.
Okay, stay on topic.
I know. So
God is important and desirable so that I
would say so that I have a meaningful life and less stress and I would say less stress because I believe in him and I put it in his hands. And I mean, I do the work, but I also have faith too. Nothing against anyone in the chat that doesn't have faith or believe in God, but he's very important to me. I've been a Christian since I was 4 or 5, like when my mom and my dad first started taking me to church. So he's very important to me. I think you know what I'm trying to say,
So
Randall.
that one I'm going to put so that I have a meaningful life and less stress.
Yeah, I mean, there's more to it than that. There's more to it,
Okay, what else?
Hang on. The dude, I am reading your comments, but I'm trying to focus on Randall's thing. I'm jumping back and forth. He said, see, man, there's part of your problem. Your goal of the day is to write Halloween and Thanksgiving cards. No, that's one of the goals. The other, I have like 3 goals that I want to accomplish today. I'm just saying that's one of the goals. I have to edit the vlog. I'm gonna try and edit a film project that means a lot to me. That's a short film that I shot a couple of days ago. And then the third one, if I get to them, I'm gonna write the cards. If I don't get to them, I can write the cards, whenever I have other time. But the video projects are gonna come first. I understand what the dude's trying to say. I try to motivate myself every day. That's just, you can have more than one goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like Fears sometimes, I think one time Fears had 9 goals that he wanted to. Today I just have 3, so.
Sometimes you can have an action item list of 10 things or 20.
And Randall, if I'm being honest, like sitting in here for a couple hours, I don't always sit in here. Sometimes I sit in my room and do my job, but sometimes in my room gets very boring. So I like to listen to my music, come where there's other people, get out. I always try and make an effort. To interact with people at least once or twice a week because I'm still trying to find a lady. So I'm like, well, you're not going to find a lady if you're always sitting in your room and doing your work. Like, get out there and, that's why I come to the coffee shop. Not only because their coffee is great, but a lot of women come to the coffee shop. So I understand what the dude is trying to say, but don't take it to heart, man. I am listening to the dude. He's like, well, I guess Fears isn't taking my advice. I'm soaking up all your guys' advice. I'm trying my best. You just gotta cut Fears some slack, and you just gotta give me some time. I'm working hard. Trust me.
Fears
I promise
is making
you.
progress, people. He's making progress.
It's not astronomical progress, but I'm doing as much progress as I possibly can. This is Missouri, that we're talking about. I'm trying to do the best job I can. So
okay, here's next. God is important and desirable if I
would say believe in him, because if you don't believe in him, I've already used that, Randall, but you have to believe in him, And for a while, I stopped believing in him because I had that shitty attitude going, like, oh, whatever, I ask him for help, and he doesn't give a shit, and he's not giving me any answers. I'm like, fuck him, And so then I was like, you know what? I'm like, my Grandpa Fears, would be very ashamed if he heard me talking like that, because my Grandpa Fears was a very intelligent man. He taught me things about cameras, because my Grandpa Fears used to film all the family videos and stuff, and so he sometimes would give me the camera, and so he kind of helped me fall in love with my passion of filmmaking and stuff. So I have my grandfather to thank for a lot, because he was such a great guy, because I never got to see my Grandpa Hughes on my mom's side. Because he died of alcohol poisoning before I before I was born. So I technically only had Grandpa Fears to kind of raise me, and then I only had my Grandpa Fears for about 9 or 10 years of my life, because in 93, 94, he died of some type of cancer. I don't recall what type of cancer, but
Yeah, my grandfather died way before I was even born.
I know he would be very proud of how hard of a worker I am, because I remember him saying, like, you're not going to get anywhere, John, unless you work your ass off. And my grandpa was very talented. He could play the guitar. He even started like editing our family videos, but except Randall, he would do it like this. He would take 2 VHS players and like edit them back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like very crude editing. And then
that was called linear editing.
Exactly. So he would just go back and forth, and edit it like that. But back then, I remember I was like 6 or 7. I was like, Grandpa, these look really good. He's like, well, I'm going to make the family videos as best as I can. And I was like, dude, I love my grandpa. My grandpa's awesome. Plus, Randall, his favorite donut was one of my favorite donuts. The old classic glazed donut. My grandpa loved the shit out of glazed donuts.
That is a good donut.
It is.
Okay, 2 more, and then we're done. Okay?
Okay.
So, God is important and desirable, although I
lost faith for a bit, I'm trying to get it back. And now that I've gone through that crappy attitude phase, I think good things are coming, because I'm getting back on track. Because now I've accepted him back into my life. If that makes any sense.
That makes perfect sense.
Randall, I'm trying my best on these. No one's ever asked me these epic questions, so I'm doing the best job I can. So hopefully nobody in the chat is judging me or you or whatever.
I don't care if they are. Okay, last one.
See, Randall, I love your attitude. You just don't give a crap what people say. I actually give a crap. Sometimes it bothers me. I mean, I try not to let it bother me, but and Carrie's here. Carrie. Mistress Carrie. Oh, no, mistress would not be the right word, Randall. What would it be?
Ms. Carrie.
No. What would be her Royal Highness Carrie? I guess, whatever you want to call it.
Countess Carrie.
Countess. Very nice, Randall. Good word usage.
Okay. Okay, this is the last one.
I thought your t-shirt said "Kiss my ass." Excuse me. I thought her t-shirt said "Kiss my ass," and then all of a sudden I read it and it said "Kiss my class." And I literally thought because I was talking to my friend on Skype and I looked up and I was like, "Kiss my ass." I says, "Oh, kiss my class." Because literally I looked up and just looked at it for half a second. And I was like, "Wow, that's rude. Kiss my ass." Okay, I was just curious. That was hilarious, Randall.
Yeah, that was, and you got a little bit of talking in, so there you go.
I did. I got a little giggle out of that one.
I'm a little proud of you. I'm a lot proud of you. So.
Well, thanks.
Okay, last one. God is important and desirable in the same way that I.
God, that's really hard. The same way that I. Wait, read it one more time, Randall.
God is important and desirable in the same way that I. Like, what is a similar belief that you already have?
What, that's directed towards God or just overall?
Any belief that's empowering. Like, I mean, you said you believe in hard work, so I believe in God in the same way I believe in hard work. That could be one.
Yeah, I believe in hard work, and I also believe in the power of film and the power of film. So I'd say those two are good, because film is a very important tool. Like you can tell a story with film. You can pretty much do anything and everything with film. I mean, there's so many ways that people use film these days. It's kind of cool and ridiculous.
Okay, so I have good news here. We're done. So now, what I want to do is I want to go over this whole thing again. I'm just going to read it to you, okay? So, God is important and desirable because I believe in him and he believes in me. Therefore, I need to trust, believe, and talk to him more. After I put in the work, while I take this journey of life, whenever I go to church and whenever I read the Bible, so that I have a meaningful life and less stress. If I believe in him, although I lost faith for a bit, I'm getting back on track in the same way that I believe in hard work and film.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So, I mean, what did you think of this little exercise? Do you think it maybe bolstered your faith in God a little bit?
No, it was good. It was a hard exercise because it made me really think, but it was really good. I thoroughly enjoyed it, and it made me think about a lot of stuff. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah. So this is basically known as a belief audit. You think of an empowering belief that you'd like to have that you don't have now, and then you just complete these sentences. And once you've completed all these sentences, you read them out loud. And it's supposed to encourage that belief and foster more reasons to believe in that belief. And, I will say, I do think you deserve a hot lady. I'm sure you think the same thing of me. But
absolutely, Randall.
I think you're a hard worker.
Randall, I'm going to make a joke right now. I believe that you deserve a woman that is of age.
Yeah.
just make sure she's of age, Randall. That's key. It's very key. But yeah, it's not just about ladies though. I'm just saying it's overall. Fears deserves a good job, a good lady. So I'm trying to work as a person overall, trying to get better overall. And I appreciate all the fans in the chat giving Fears support. I appreciate Randall. I appreciate Carrie. I appreciate everybody. And I just want to put everyone's minds at ease that I am working my butt off. I'm always applying for jobs, always updating my resume. I'm always trying to create the best content. And, some people, you can't please everybody, Randall. You're not like the reason why I made that Walmart thing is because I was bored and I was just standing around at Walmart. And I said, well, I could just make something real quick instead of just standing around waiting for my photos. So I thought, I bet you 10 to 1 no one's ever made a Walmart short film. And because people would just start bawling over that. Because I like to make people laugh too. And they're like, Fears, why on earth would you make a Walmart short film? Like, you hate Walmart. I'm like, exactly. That's the reason why I need to make one.
Why wouldn't you make a Walmart film?
Exactly. So I just get inspired sometimes. I thought, well, I could just make it like 3 or 4 minutes and just kind of like edit it together and yeah.
So I am going to get a camera and I'm going to take a high resolution picture of this for later.
Cool.
And there are a few more exercises I want to do, not in this stream. I think we've covered a lot, and we've covered a lot of ground. So basically, I mean, would you say this helped you foster your belief in God? That He's for you, and that would you say that? Like, I mean, if you had to like put on a scale of 1 to 10 where you were before this exercise, where would you say? Like 1 being no belief and 10 being absolute belief.
I'd probably say a 7 because, like I said, I'm just getting back into being belief.
Yeah. And then after, what would you say after this exercise?
8.5.
Okay. So we've made a little bit of progress. That's good.
D-Man is saying hello to everyone. He says, hello, Pixel. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Joe. Hello, Joey, the dude. And last but certainly not least, Fears.
Yeah. I haven't been looking at the comments at all. Hold on.
I've been reading.
See what they've been doing.
I've been reading a little bit of the comments. Mike's been going nuts on me. But for good reason, though. Mike's trying to kick me in the butt, and he's right about a lot of things. I am working hard, though. I really am. He says I need to do more than that. And he's totally right. He's totally right. I try and do as much as I can, I'm a very busy guy, though. I help my grandma. I help my parents out. You know what I mean, Mike. All right, maybe he's not going nuts, but he's being real with me. But Mike knows what I'm talking about. I'm a pretty busy guy, though. I work 55 hours a week. I'm editing videos, trying to find a lady, help my grandma out, help my parents out.
So I just want to say hello, Pixel, Carrie, Joe, Joey, the dude, Fears, D-Man, anybody I missed, Joey 090292, the dude.
Yeah, Randall, did I tell you that I added D-Man on Facebook because D-Man is one of my most loyal supporters, so I had to add D-Man on the old Facebook.
Okay. Yeah. I think what the dude is saying, and this is something that I'd like to do too. I think you should try and make a feature. You know?
See, Randall, the problem with that is a lot of my friends have moved away, and there's not many people to shoot a short film with, because how conceited would it be if it was just me and the short film and nobody else, you know?
Yeah.
I'd love to get like me, you, I mean like 4 or 5 other people and like legitimately shoot a short film, like a horror film or a comedy or whatever.
Well, what about Mike Boer? Is he still around?
Yeah, he's still around and we're still friends, but he's very busy because he's about to get married and he works a different shift than I, so sometimes our schedules don't coordinate. And
yeah, and who's the other guy? Is it Jason Crowett?
I'm just saying sometimes Michael Buer is unreliable. He's not a bad guy. He's not a bad
Who's
guy.
the other guy? Jason Pruitt? Michael Pruitt?
It's Jonathan Pruitt.
Jonathan Pruitt. What about him?
He's very busy too because he just got an assistant manager job at Walmart. So I asked him. I said, "Hey, do you still want to make some short films?" And he said, "Oh yeah. I still want to do it." And I said, "All right." I said, "Well, let me know your schedule." So we've been trying to get together and shoot a video. But if you go back, I've made some legitimate short films with me and Mike and everybody else. Like we did the Teen Wolf one. That was really fun.
The Keg of Beer. I love that one. I just watched that one like 2 hours ago.
Give me a keg of beer. That was like a really fun project. And then like when I went out to Kansas City, me and my friend Steve shot the Knight Rider short film. That was great. I loved that. That's one of my. That's probably one of my. Beer. That's probably one of my favorite projects, Randall. Was the Knight Rider film shoot? That was a lot.
For the Keg of Beer thing, who did the eye effects?
Mike did that.
Yeah.
Because I
didn't
know how to do that. Mike also did, like, remember like when me and Mike shot the short film The Deal?
Yeah.
He made his car explode. I don't know how to do.
That was epic.
It was. I love that. Like Mike made his car blow up, and it wasn't just one. Explosion. It was like he told me he took like 6 or 7 explosions and put them on top of each other and mixed them all together and made one big epic explosion. I was like, Mike.
Yeah, you do that with keyframes.
And I was like, Mike, whatever you did was genius, my friend.
I did that in my Superman video. Do you remember that? I made things explode.
Oh yeah, you did.
It wasn't as good as what Mike did. Mike's work was epic. That made The Deal to just like stand out in my mind.
Randall, let me ask you a question. They're telling me to get people off of Craigslist. Is that pretty safe, or is that a little bit dangerous to get people off of Craigslist?
I've gotten a lot of people off of Craigslist. When I lived in Arizona, I got these 2 really hot actresses. Let me just say, we didn't do anything, but we did shoot a video ad for my friend's TV show that he had on Access Phoenix. And there was one woman that we got off of Craigslist who she had shot some scenes in a Michael Bay film, and she played a news reporter, and she got cut out. But if you look at the deleted scenes, she's on there, and she gave us her headshot. It was really professional. I've had a lot of good experiences with Facebook. I know Juggalo Blogs and Super Weedios said that, only hookers and dangerous people are on there, and I'm like, I've never met any hookers off of.
Wait a minute, Randall. When did Juggalo say that?
I don't know. It was Juggalo or Super Weedio or whoever that guy was.
That's the same guy.
Oh, okay. He said like, only hookers and like drug dealers are on there. I've had a lot of good experiences with Craigslist. So
I don't know about Juggalo sometimes. That guy, That guy and Tommy make me utterly lose my mind. Like, in a good way, though. I just laugh hysterically. I don't know.
Yeah. And on that topic, I just wrote a short film called Backfire about a crooked cop who turns on his partner, and I'm going to be trying to make that, like, the whole thing. I have it structured so it's set in my house. Are you about to sneeze?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a second.
Okay. So it's called Backfire, and it has a twist ending. It's only about 7 minutes long, and I just bought this book, and I might buy it for you, John. It's called How to Shoot Like Quentin Tarantino by Christopher Kenworthy.
You know, Randall.
And Christopher Kenworthy is the guy who does the Master Shots books.
I want to get that book. That book I think would help me out because I'm trying to work better on my my shots. So I could take that book with me out when I'm vlogging or whenever I'm shooting one of my short films or something. I could just look through that book and try and create a shot. But
I'll make a deal with you. With you.
Hang on, Randall. You've already done enough. You've already bought me like Bam's Unholy Union, and you bought me another DVD for my birthday. So you've done enough because I feel bad. I'm like,
I haven't bought those yet.
Well, you said you're going to for my birthday, so
I'm gonna get you Bam's Unholy Union, but I want to make you a deal. If I get you, because this is an expensive book, if I get you this book, you have to do a video where you use 10 techniques from this book.
Out of that book?
Yeah.
I really will try and do it. I really will. I'm not, because I don't.
I don't want to hear try. I want to hear you'll do it.
Yeah, but Randall, if I don't get to it, then I'm gonna feel like an ass. So I would say
eventually. Yeah.
I could probably say I'd get to it eventually. Anyway.
Okay, because there's the guy who created NLP, Richard Bandler and John Grinder. Richard Bandler has this one thing. It's kind of like what Yoda said: try not, do or do not. But Richard Bandler says, when somebody says, "I tried something," you know what that means? That implies that they failed. So if I get you this book, you don't have to do it right away, but make it your effort to at least do 10 of the shots in there. Okay?
All right, that's a deal. I will try my best. I promise.
Okay. Because it's a fantastic book here. It's an amazing book.
I'm sure it is a good book. Pixel, I guess they're talking about Super Mario, whatever that guy's name, Juggalo. He says Super Weedio. I'm sorry. He said he was weird, and he said he was weird. He has a weird past, man. At least it seems that way. Juggalo, yeah, Juggalo's a little out there.
I think he's a good guy. I just don't agree with him on the Craigslist thing.
Is he in here? Is Juggalo in here?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Because I've been kind of looking at the chat and then looking at you.
Like I said again, I think he's a good guy. I just don't agree with him on the Craigslist thing. I mean, I do agree there are some shady people on there.
No, what did he say about Craigslist?
Well, I mean, I just told you. He said that only hookers and drug dealers go on there.
Oh, that's right. He said that. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Well, and then Mike just said, he said, yeah, according to that guy in the chat, he raped some young. Wait, is he talking about Juggalo? He raped some young girl, and she what? Read that, Randall. Oh my lord.
Where is it?
Someone.
What does it start with?
The dude. The dude said Juggalo raped some young chick and like she died. That's crazy. Juggalo's weird. Weird. Like I said, Randall, there's some very interesting people on the internet.
Yeah. Well, I'm not against Juggalo. I just I don't agree with them. I didn't
use the dude's real name. I said the dude. Did I say his real name?
No, I don't think so.
I thought I said.
But I've done some writing projects with some people off of Craigslist.
Hang on, Randall. The dude. I'm sorry if I used your real name. I will just say the dude.
I don't even think you know the dude's real name.
I know the dude's real name because I talk to him all the time on the phone.
I didn't hear it.
If I said
heard you say Super Weedio.
Okay, if I said his real name, I apologize. Sorry to the dude. The dude.
Sorry, dude.
And we all have to remember that Fears does not have the best memory, so if it slips out, it's not intentionally, and I am sorry. It's fine.
So, yeah. So, yeah, I would try Craigslist. Like I said, I would not, like somebody said, don't put your address or your home phone number, and I think that's wise advice.
Hey, Randall.
Try to meet this person at maybe like there at a Starbucks or like in the BK Lounge, or actually.
I was gonna say it, Randall. I think the better question is why would I not meet them at the BK Lounge? Because then I could just grab some BK Lounge, I could talk to them, and I was like, bite into that glorious BK Lounge.
Yeah.
Randall, actually, I haven't.
Yeah, but right now, just today, I wrote a new script. Like I said, it's called Backfire. It's about a cop who turns on his partner, and then he gets a phone call that changes his life. I'm not going to give away the ending, but it has a twist ending, and it's going to be pretty epic. And like I said, I got this book called How to Shoot Like Tarantino, and I'm going to be using some very Tarantino type shots, and
Nice.
So it's gonna be in the vein. It's gonna be like an homage to Tarantino. And like next time I get to Goodwill, I'm gonna buy like Kill Bill and Inglourious Bastards, and Pulp Fiction and Reservoir Dogs. Are you getting tired, Fears?
I'm getting a little tired, Randall.
Okay, so once more, let me just go over this again.
And then I gotta take off, Randall, because I've been in here for about an hour and not got any work done. So I've been trying to like go nice and quietly, but I gotta take off here soon.
Okay, well that's okay. Well, anyways.
Well, I mean, go over it real quick.
Go over it real quick. Okay, so this is what Fear's empowering belief is. God is important and desirable because I believe in Him and He believes in me. Therefore, I need to trust, believe, and talk to Him more. God is important and desirable after I put in the work. While I take this journey of life, whenever I go to church and read the Bible, so that I can have a meaningful life and less stress. If I believe in Him, although I lost faith for a bit, but I'm getting it back on track, the same way that I believe in hard work and film.
Nice.
So that is basically your new empowering belief in a nutshell. Very big nutshell.
I'm liking it, Randall. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I love it.
And I will leave this stream up, and you can refer to this whenever you want to, and come back to it whenever you want to. And
did you like that epic effect, Randall? I mean, I was like, I appreciate it. I appreciate it, buddy. I really do. And I appreciate everybody in the chat giving me all the great advice. And I just want to let you guys know that, you know, it's easier said than done. That's all I'm going to try and say. I'm not singling anyone out. I am trying my very best, and I'm not slacking off. I'm not doing a classic Tommy and, like, lying to you guys. Nothing against Tommy, but sometimes people have told me that he has lied to the fans. I'm not lying to the fans. When I say I'm working my butt off, I am working my butt off. And I've only got one good working camera. I need to save up money and get better cameras to do better films. But I'm doing the best job with what I can because I don't use the GoPro anymore, Randall, because the sound is going on it. If I do use a GoPro, I only use it to shoot stuff and then put music over that footage because the sound on my GoPro is terrible.
you know, Fears, you actually have 3 cameras. Did you know that?
Well, I mean, I use my cell phone sometimes, so that would be technically 3. But
that would be 4.
What's the other one?
You're forgetting something right now.
What's the other one?
What's right there, Fears? What's right there?
You know what? That's right. I mean, I've never actually used my webcam, though. I've never actually used that. I've always used my cell phone or my GoPro or my Kodak Play Sport, whatever it's called.
Do you have a clapboard?
Do I have a what?
A clapboard? A slate?
Yes, I do have a slate.
Okay. So what you do is...
Well, you should have one too because they gave us one at Collins College. I mean, I still have my old one.
The thing about a slate is, you know that little thing that you clap down? What you do is you get your GoPro and you get another camera and you start filming at the same time, then you do that little clap, and that little clap in the audio creates a little spike. You know,
Yeah,
and when you
but Randall, it wouldn't make a difference anyway with the GoPro. The GoPro is so old. It's like an original GoPro, and I got it used for my buddy. Like my buddy literally was like, "Fears, I just want to let you know I don't want this anymore. The audio's going on it. You can use it until the audio is fully gone." He goes, "It still does great picture though. Here you go. You don't even have to give me any money for it." And I was like, "Really?" And I said, "Cool." So even if I did that Slate, it would not matter, Randall, because the sound on it is freaking terrible.
here's the thing. When you slate it, it creates a spike in the audio, and you can sync those two audios up. Then you can delete the GoPro audio, and then you can use the other camera's audio for both cameras.
I don't know if it would make a difference, but I'll try it next time, Randall. Like when I pull out the GoPro, but I'd rather just buy it. I'd rather just buy a new one. Like it's so old. It's like what is it? It's like the original GoPro whatever Hero.
Yeah, I do think you should get another camera.
I need to get a new like the ones like there's GoPros that are like this little.
Yeah.
Like that little, Randall. They're like that little, and you can just hold them like this. You can hold anywhere. You can sit them on a tree, whatever, you know. I know for a fact.
You know what I think would be really cool if they had a GoPro that you could clip to the bill of your
my hat,
and then you could just like have it right here. So it'd be like looking at whatever you're looking at, and you could just go throughout your life.
You can already do that, Randall. It's called a head mount. You put the GoPro like in this. There's like a little band that you put over your head. So instead of putting it over your head, you put the hat on, and then you would just put the band over your hat, like right here, and then you could have the GoPro like right here, and then shoot it.
Oh, okay, nice.
It's like it's like a head mount or whatever. It's like a stretchy thing that you just lay over. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Well, I think we found my Christmas present.
Yeah, I think I found my Christmas present too, Randall.
I'm just kidding. I don't celebrate Christmas.
See, Randall, you're not helping my case here. All these people think that Fears is a spoiled little rich kid. I am not a spoiled rich kid. My mom and dad have gallons and gallons and gallons of money. Fears has a tiny little barrel full of money, you know? So, yeah.
I am going to be doing Brown Manor probably sometime this week, John.
Randall, please, you got to let me go. You got to let me go. I've been trying to go politely for like
okay,
9 times.
I will let you go. I will talk to you later, Fears.
Okay,
and
good.
I bid thee a fond farewell.
Fond farewell, my friend. I'm just saying, I wasn't trying to be rude, Randall, but I'm like, I've got to get some work done. I can't let the fans down, okay? You know, I got to get the vlog edited. So anyway, Fears loves you. Fears cares about you. Thank you guys, everyone in the chat, for all of your good advice. And I just want to put your mind at ease before I go. I am working hard. I really am. I'm not slacking off. I just, you know, I can't just snap my fingers and get it done just like that, you know, according to the dude and other people.
He's making progress, people. He's making progress.
I'm making progress. I really am. It's slow progress, but I'm making progress. But I appreciate the dude and his friendship because he's blunt and he's real, and he's just telling me that I need to hear this, and I'm hearing him, and I'm working on it. Every day I'm working on it. That's all I can do. But anyway, Fears loves you, and I'm out of here. Later, Randall.
Later, Fears. Okay. Fears is out of there. So, all right, now I'm back on here. Carrie, hold on. Would you like to come in? I'm gonna get on Facebook right now and send you the link. Hold on a minute. Carrie, hold on. I just sent you the link. So go ahead and come on in and we'll work on your goals, and just give me a little bit. I'm still talking. I just need to get my camera, and I need to take a picture of this for Fears so I can send it to him, and he can have a record of all the stuff that we did today. Just got my little camera right here. Gonna put that right there. Okay, we got that going on, and let me go back into here. Let me go to Google, and let's see if Carrie has come in yet. Carrie, are you going to come in? Are you still here? I'm just going to erase all this. It's important that I've documented it. So there we go. So four are watching now. Sound off, you four. Let me know who's out there. Let me know who's still watching. Let me know what's going on. So, does anybody have anything they'd like to work on? Now, the dude, I'm going to ask you, what do you mean shit or get off the pot, man? You mean he should just suck it up and do a short film, or what do you mean? I'm here. Give me a moment to get my laptop ready. Okay, Carrie. I will do that. Now, what do you think Fear should do? The dude, do you think he should get money and hire some actors and actresses for a real film? Because that's what I'm going to do right now. He needs to do more than just apply for jobs online and update his resume. He has to make something substantial. I think he means do something instead of just talking about it. Fair enough. Fair enough. So yeah, let me tell you a little bit about the film that I'm working on. It's 7 minutes long, and I'm looking for short films. Last time you did a gold stream, I talked about wanting to get my stream setup started, and I did it the other day, waiting for a good new game and a good schedule, got the overlays and stuff made. Not even spend money on actors, get your friends, or just make something with yourself. That's a good idea, dude. And I'm glad that you got it done, Pixel Protocol. Juggalo brought the face paint back. Well, that's what Juggalos are. They make they do clown makeup because they're part of Insane Clown Posse. Joey0292, he has a video uploaded with his face painted at Walmart. Good for him. That's good. I got to see that, Joey. Link us that if you could. Send us a link to that. I would like to see that too, in addition to Pixel Protocol. And I believe you can put links to videos in the chat. So, ICP, the worst rap group in the history of time. I've never really heard anything by them. Maybe I have, and I just haven't thought about it. It doesn't look like I can click on this link. You might want to put it back in again. See. Yeah, that doesn't look like a functional link. You might want to put that back in again. Yeah, he always acts like people are weird for giving him weird looks. Well, it's his thought process. or the morbidly obese. They're bad, but it's their fans that make them insufferable. The guys themselves can actually be pretty funny. Huh. Yeah. I've known some people who are juggalos, so, and yeah, Juggalo Vlogs is a specific person, but Insane Clown Posse, or ICP as they're also known, created the Juggalos, the Juggies, for their group. So yeah, Joey090292, send that link again, because I don't think we quite got that one. Yeah, the dude, but they present themselves as a serious rap group. Huh. Yeah. I kind of feel like they're kind of derivative of Kiss, because those probably weren't the first guys ever to put on like that kind of makeup. That, I don't know. I'm not so sure about that, Joe. I don't think they take themselves very seriously. They're very out there. You got to say that much. But they have kind of like come up with a really significant brand. Funny twist: the Crazy Possible Custom Growl 420 on YouTube was the reason they were classified as a gang. Him and his friends tried to rob people and attempted to with hatchets and whooping. Wow. No, black metal scene was wearing corpse paint before Kiss, I think. Well, yeah, like I said, I don't think that even Kiss are the first people to wear face paint. Even the
What's up?
Hey, Carrie.
Turn my audio on. Okay.
So, have you been watching?
Yeah, I've been watching and listening to most of this.
Did you like that little the little thing we did right there?
I hadn't been able to see. I've mostly been listening. I've seen.
Okay.
It was on Fears the whole time, so I didn't see the board.
Oh, wow.
It was on Fears the whole time. Because I
took a picture of it myself. So go ahead.
Yeah, I had it. You had it on Fears, I think, most of the time, because I heard it. I seen it driving home from Sykeston. I was at Sykeston in therapy when you called. So.
Oh yeah. How'd therapy go?
Good. I don't know. I think I told most of you guys like a while back that they're doing like a police training to help deal with mental or all. I don't know if this is. I think it's nationwide that the police are getting trained to how to deal with mentally ill people. So it's a new training that they're going with in like September and October. A different. I know it's in Missouri. I don't know if it's nationwide. And so I was asked to participate in that because they're getting trained, and then they're also getting to hear from mentally ill people on their on how they've dealt with police in the past and their experiences with police in the past, and then on how it is to be a mentally ill person, on what we deal with on a daily basis, or how our symptoms are compared to and what they will run into, and how to tell from a criminal from a mentally ill person, maybe. And how to do it.
I don't want you to reveal anything you don't want to reveal.
Yeah.
But can you talk about it a little bit?
Well, I dealt with the police, when I was assaulted the first time, because I didn't go to the police when I was raped. I didn't go to the police because it was a family member, and I just didn't go to the police. But when I was assaulted by my ex-boyfriend, I did call the police, and and they said, next time I could have ran, to a public place, would have been something, I could have done. So that was the positive, that with law enforcement. And then one of the negative things I dealt with law enforcement was I was dealing with a traffic incident, or they were dealing with a car accident, and I was trying not to get fired from my job, and they were stopping traffic, and I was just asking if I could go forward or what the problem was or why were they stopping me, and I was getting a little irate with them, and they pulled me out of the car and put me in handcuffs because I wouldn't follow their directions, I guess, or because I was getting angry with them.
Yeah. And it is easy to get agitated.
I got a little scared because they were all men and they were all like surrounding me. They started with just one, and the next day I know there was like 5 of them, and they're pulling me out of my car and putting me in handcuffs. Now,
wow.
So later, they didn't do anything, or they literally just put me, I mean, I calmed down, and they put me in handcuffs, and I complied and everything. And they put me on the seat of one of the police cars and just had me watch them take the injured people out of their vehicles. I think they wanted me to see that they're not, that I just got, a rape for no reason or whatever. But I think, anger is also usually with anger, mostly underlines fear is the underlying symptom of anger. So not only was I might have been angry with them and might have been somewhat yelling at the police, but then I was also very scared at the same time. So when they were trying to get me to get out of the car, I was saying no, 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 and they turned the key. I had the window down, so they turned the keys off and and everything, and pretty much pulled me out the car. So at the end, maybe I was not responding, or it was probably 50-50 at the same time. They could have maybe handled it a little bit differently, or brought a female officer over, or something maybe could have been done a little bit differently, maybe. But
what would have you done differently?
I probably should have listened to them, or maybe not as been patient, and just maybe not even tried to talk to the police officers or call them back over when or try to ask a bunch of questions when they just told me to stop. I should have just left it alone, maybe, and not, bothered them.
Yeah. What are you having to eat?
I got a cheese quesadilla and some nachos.
Oh, that sounds really good.
Or just chips and cheese.
Is it from the Bell?
Yep, from Taco Bell.
Yeah, that's. You know what I like is Mexican pizzas. Those are awesome.
And then I pretty much had a panic attack. I went home and pretty much had a panic attack and called my mom.
How do you know you had a panic attack?
Well, after this all happened, and I was just sitting there, and I was pretty much just shaking. First time I ever got put in handcuffs, and I asked them if they were just going to give me a ticket or take me to jail.
Was this today?
No, this was a long time ago.
Oh. No, I thought you said you had a panic attack today.
No, when this happened, they put me in handcuffs that day.
Oh, okay.
I had a panic attack. And
well, I don't think you had a panic attack, Carrie. You had reason to be scared.
Yeah, that day it took me like an hour to calm down before I could go back to work.
That's just nerves. I wouldn't classify that as a panic attack.
No, I mean, I was
shaking. Like if an earthquake happened and somebody said you had a panic attack, it's like, no, you had legitimate reason to be upset and excited. So.
No, I mean, I was literally like crying and shaking.
You got a little right here, Carrie. There you go.
I was crying and shaking and couldn't calm down, and
yeah,
it took me like an hour. It took me over an hour to calm down, and I just was shaking. And I know panic attacks. I've had them before, Randy.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying, in that instance, you were just in a car accident, right?
No, I wasn't in the accident. I was in the first cars that they were like stopping, so the ambulance and everybody could get in, and the wreckers and all that.
Okay.
Where they stop the cars, so the ambulance and everybody can get through.
Yeah. Because
I didn't stop. I was like right at my exit. I wanted to go so I could, I would go home and get on my lunch break and let my dogs out, and I only had an hour lunch break. So I was either way.
So how long ago was this? Like a year?
That would have been about 10 years ago.
Oh, okay. Would you say you're over it now, or do you still have recurring panic attacks?
Not from that, no. But I'm just saying that was the other, that so I mean, I've had good and bad, I would say, instances with police.
Uh-huh.
I just, they want to know like how to be able to deal with people with mental illness. I would say, I did things wrong, they did things wrong, maybe they didn't, but
Well, yeah, a lot of people don't understand mental illness like you and I do, who are actually afflicted by the disease. So, what are you drinking? Is that just water?
yeah, that's just my water.
Okay. Yep, water's good for you.
But
So,
anyway, they want to deal. That's another thing too. They want people to see that the people that have bipolar or have all these mental illnesses like the PTSD and all these that are intelligent. Not just because some people confuse mental illness with mental retardation, and they want people to see people that have the symptoms that can still I'm doing much better now, but if I wasn't medicated and taking my medication right, or say I had a job now, a stressful job, I wouldn't be as calm and cool, and be able to handle, or say something stressful happened, like with the move and all these other things, I might start drinking again, or I might start doing stressful things, and they don't understand manic, and they don't,
let me ask you this, Carrie. Let me ask you this. If you could handle stress, what do you think that would be like? Like, how would you be acting differently?
I would either be going into like the hypomanic or maybe into a full manic state. And
if you could handle the stress?
Because I couldn't handle stress very well, or I couldn't.
No, I'm asking you, if you could handle the stress, what do you think you would be doing differently to handle the stress?
I would try, to do things better, but there's lots of things that I can't handle.
Yeah.
So.
And what prevents you from handling it?
Yeah, I've been fired from a lot of my jobs for either missing work or performance. Because I mean, when I can't handle things, I literally either don't go to work, or I get very depressed and I sleep a lot.
Yeah. So you don't have to tell me where you worked or anything. I just want to know, what was the job title? Was it like cashier, clerk, accountant, what?
I've done a lot of collections and telemarketing.
Telemarketing. Interesting. And you can do telemarketing from home, can't you?
Yeah. So my last work, I did a lot of I did for 7 years while I was waiting on disability. Now this was a lot of part-time where I set my own hours, so it was able to work around a lot of my schedules and doctor appointments and all that. For 7 years, I did like sales and stuff like that, customer service. For an at-home company, and so I was able to work even if I wanted to work in my pajamas. I didn't have to brush my teeth if I didn't want to, or do my hair or whatever. I didn't have to worry about how I looked or anything because I was just answering, the phone.
Yeah. So basically, Carrie, what me and Piers were doing, we were doing a thing called a belief audit. Now, we were talking about limiting beliefs, and a limiting belief is something that, any belief that stops you from doing what you want to do. And as long as that belief is, as long as what you want to do is ecological. Like I said before, when something's ecological, it doesn't harm you or anybody else. And if it kills somebody, that counts as harming them, or if it's suicide, that counts as harming yourself. So those are not ecological goals. But any belief that stops you from doing what you want to do. And I just want to ask you, Carrie, what would be an empowering belief that you would like to have, but you don't have already? go ahead and take a moment or two to think about it.
What are these called? What is this about again?
Well, I'm doing a belief.
The board.
Huh? Oh, move the board. Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Do you see it?
Now I see it.
Okay. So yeah, this is called a beliefs audit, and the goal is to create an empowering belief in yourself, and through a little bit of language patterns, reinforce that belief with your own input and your own beliefs that are in line with that empowering belief.
Okay.
So now, what do you think an empowering belief would be that you don't have currently that you would like to have?
An empowering belief. So
Empowering belief, yes. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm trying to lose weight right now, but an empowering belief that I don't have right now would be that my medication doesn't make me fat. So that I guess I would have to say that I have the power over my weight and not my medication. That would be an empowering belief that I don't have right now, but I would like to have. So now I don't want you to pick what I just picked. I want you to pick something for you, an empowering belief that you would like to have. And try to phrase it in a concise sentence if possible. And just keep thinking it over. Take your time. Like I said, we've got up to 8 hours. I'm not going to take up to 8 hours, but like let me just phrase it like this: what would you like to believe?
Okay, about myself or about a goal or okay.
Just anything that comes to mind.
This is on the spot. I don't.
Well, we can come back to this later if you want to.
Let's see.
Now this is making you think, which is a good thing.
Yeah. I'm coming up with like I will lose weight because I'm worth it.
Okay, that's really good. Yeah. I'll lose weight because I'm. Can you see this, Carrie?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm basically. Do you mind if I take you through the same steps that I did with fears?
Well, I didn't see all of them, so go ahead.
Okay. Well, I'll just take you through it. So let me count here. 1, 2. There's 9 sentences that I want you to complete.
Okay.
Okay, and now we've got the empowering belief right here. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it. You actually already did the first one because the first one was because I. But let's try and do that anyways. Because I. So complete this sentence, Carrie. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it because I
Because I want to be healthy.
I want to. Okay. So the next one is therefore I. So we'll go back to the original empowering belief. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it. Therefore I. Go ahead.
I want to be healthy. Therefore.
Just focus on the empowering belief and the first two words of the sentence that I did right here. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it. Therefore I. What will you do? Because you want to lose, because you're worth it. What specific actions will you take? I will lose weight because I'm worth it. Therefore, I what?
Will eat less.
Will eat less. Okay, we'll put a period on that. Okay. After I. Okay, I'll lose weight because I'm worth it. After I.
Okay, so the other two doesn't. So skip this other two and then go into a
Yeah,
new.
we're not focusing on these right now. Let's focus on the empowering belief and the sentence that I just gave you. So, I'll lose weight because I'm worth it. After I blank.
I've already done some of this because I'm continuing to lose weight now. But so
Okay.
so after I speak with my doctor, so basically speak with my doctor to make sure, that I'm healthy enough to go on a diet and exercise program.
Okay. Next up is while I. So I'll lose weight because I'm worth it. While I.
Starting.
While I, go ahead.
Exercise. Start exercising.
Okay. Next one up. You're doing great, Perry. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it whenever I blank.
Okay.
Now it's good. It's good that you're taking time because that means you're really thinking through the answer, and the ones that are the hardest, you're going to get the most out of. Okay. So again, here it is. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it whenever I blank.
Let's put play more with Adam and take him on walks Which, Adam's my dog.
Okay, next one. Okay, so I'll lose weight because I'm worth it, so that for this one, it's basically why do you want to lose weight? I know because you're worth it, but you want to lose weight so that you can what? What are the results you're after? You told me before you want to get a hot guy.
Yeah. So that could be part of it, but also want, maybe to be on less medications. Some of my cholesterol numbers and everything to go down. Just a lot of things. I can go in with the healthier stuff though.
So I'm going to put so that I can be on less medication and lower my
Cholesterol.
cholesterol. Okay, so I'll lose weight because I'm worth it if I try not to read this as a whole. Try to focus on just the empowering belief and the next sentence. So I'll lose weight because I'm worth it if I. What do you need to do in order to be worth it and lose weight? So I'll lose weight because I'm worth it if I blank. It's okay to repeat answers if you want to repeat an answer.
No. If I use portion control
Great.
on my diet.
Okay. We're almost through. We only got 2 more.
Okay.
Okay. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it, although I blank.
Okay. Although I like fast food and pizza.
Okay, last one. Okay, last one. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it in the same way that I. Now, what's a belief that you have that's like this, that you do absolutely believe? Like in the same way that I believe that hard work and effort can pay off. That's what Fears one was. Don't pick Fierce's and don't pick mine. Try to think of. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it in the same way that I blank. So now what's a similar belief that you already have? You know, that if you practice something enough, you can get good at it, or let's say, you know, in the same way that I mastered Nintendo, I can master my weight, stuff like that. So I'll lose weight because I'm worth it in the same way that I blank.
One thing I'm thinking of is in the same way that I have love for animals, or the same way that I have trust and love for animals, or that I love my dog. I can't think of anything else. Or the same way that I love my mom or Adam. I don't know. That's the only thing I'm coming up with. The same way that I have love for my mom or Adam.
Okay, so we've got this we've got it going on. So we're finished now. Now I'm gonna read the whole thing out to you. Okay, so here we go. I'll lose weight because I'm worth it, because I want to be healthy. Therefore, I will eat less. After I speak with my doctor to make sure that I am healthy enough to exercise. While I start exercising, whenever I play more and walk with Adam, so that I can be on less medication and lower my cholesterol. If I use portion control on my diet, although I like fast food and pizza, in the same way that I love my mom and Adam.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this, Gary. Before we did this exercise, like on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 not believing in this goal at all, and 10 being an absolute belief, before this session, what would you say your belief in I'll lose weight because I'm worth it was? On a scale of 1 to 10.
Before?
Yeah, before.
I don't know. About a 4.
A 4? Okay. Now, what about after we did this?
It's probably up to about a 6.
Probably about to a 6. So yeah, that's a good 2 notches. I think we made progress. So, so what are they saying in the comments? Have you been reading the comments?
They said looked like I was doing drugs or math equations. And
Yeah.
then Fears is back and he's balling.
Here's man is talking about the nut clap. So yeah, so do you want me to save this for you, Carrie, or do you just want to refer back to this, or what?
You can save it and send it to me.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, Joey's like, you want your cholesterol to go down while you're eating a quesadilla. He was balling.
Yeah.
He's like, he wants you to do his poop goal.
His poop goal?
Well, he wants
Okay, hold on. I will do the poop goal.
Man.
I'll
Joey,
do the poop goal.
get in here. You want me to send him the link? Joey, will you come in?
Yeah, go ahead, send Joey the link. Okay. Yeah, let's get Joey in here. Let's make it interesting. So is Joey gonna talk?
I don't know. He comes into mine and Fears' streams.
Okay. I forgot what he sounds like. Does he actually show himself on the video? I'm drawing a total blank here. It's coming from a memory master. I'll remember you as soon as you come in, Joey. If you send me the link, I will rob Taco Bell.
Oh, Raz is here now. Raz, do you want to work on a goal? Raz says he was at work.
Oh. Are you at home now? I know was is past tense.
Yeah, I talked to Tommy about like 3 o'clock this morning.
Yeah.
For like about 2 minutes. I learned some interesting stuff about J-Rod, but I'm not going to say it.
Yeah. Let's try to stay on topic as much as possible. I have no intention of taking streams down, and I really don't want to get off topic gossiping about somebody who's not.
Any secrets.
Huh?
I told him I wouldn't tell anybody.
Yeah. So, yeah, we don't want to gossip about people in the stream. So,
I told him I wouldn't tell anybody, so I'm not going to tell anybody.
Okay. So yeah, so I'm glad we at least helped you a little bit. You know, I mean, 2 notches is I'll take it. You know, better than nothing. And hopefully in future streams I'll go over more exercises, and we can work on any other limiting beliefs that you have. Yeah. 2 nachos? No, notches. Notches. Actually, those are very similar.
Sam, you want to come in and work on a goal? His goal is to know what. Oh, you can only.
Yeah, go ahead and send Raz the link.
You should be able to see. We can't see Randall, only me eating chips.
Oh, okay, hold on.
Yeah, you've got it now.
Now, when it's on me, will it automatically go to you when you start talking?
I don't know. Good, if you clicked it right.
Okay. I can see you now, so.
All I see is me.
Yeah. Now it's me.
I don't know what's going on. Okay, it's going back and forth now.
Yeah. So, Carrie, how are you doing on your goals? Have you taken any action in the direction you wanted? Did you do anything on like Plenty of Fish, or message any guys, or say hi to any people?
I have not. I'll be honest, I haven't really done much yet.
That's okay.
Let's just
I mean, take as much time as you need. You know, there's no rush. But Joe Vitale said that the universe does like speed. So, you know, the quicker you get it done, the faster you can reach your goals.
Does anybody want the link to come in besides me? I'm trying to eat right now, and I've already. Joey gave you the link. You're supposed to work on your snake goal.
Come on in, Joey. You sent it to Joey already, right?
Well, I sent it to Sam, Mr. Rasmus.
Send it to Raz. Okay.
Pixel, do you want the link? I don't know if I can send it to Pixel or not. I should be able to. Says there's 8 watching. Who else is here?
Yeah.
Vinyl Joe is here, but I don't know how to give it to Vinyl Joe. Or D-Man. I don't think we've ever seen D-Man.
No, I don't think we have.
Oh, I'm sharing the link with D-Man.
Okay.
I'll give him the
Get
link.
him in here.
He's not showed his face yet. I could just put it in the chat if you want me to.
Go ahead. Let's make it interesting.
Actually, no, you have to put it in there because, well,
Oh, I do?
yeah, you can't put the full link in there unless you're the person.
Unless I'm the moderator?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or yeah. Do you know how to copy and paste it from the Google Hangout?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, Sam's here.
Sam's been here for a long time, hasn't he? Oh, he's here right now. Hey, Sam. How's it going?
Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
So I need help with a goal, Randall.
My mom's at a casino,
Okay.
so I can be as loud or as crazy as I want to be, but I'm not getting the purple thing out.
Get the purple
Okay.
thing out, Carrie. Come on, everyone wants to see it.
I've actually got a fingertip one too. If y'all want to see, we could get the fingertip one out.
What
Yeah.
the heck is the fingertip one?
Let's see if we can find it.
Anyway, Randall, my goal, it's a fairly new goal.
Mhm.
Hasn't been one I've been thinking about for too long. But I want to know how to eat 50 hot dogs at once.
50 hot dogs. Now, I got to be honest, I don't know how to reach that goal, but I would assume that your stomach would have to be pretty empty to eat 50 hot dogs.
Well, now
So what I would do-
let me just clarify: 50 Nathan's Famous hot dogs with onion and mustard.
All right. You have to have them all in your mouth at the same time.
I think it's just in one sitting, one meal.
Okay. Well, again, what I would do, like I said, I don't have all the answers, but I can point you in the right direction.
Okay.
Basically, what I would do is I would just Google how to eat 50 hot dogs. But I would assume that your stomach would have to be pretty empty to have that many hot dogs inside it and not upchuck the
But
the
couldn't
hot
Carrie
dogs.
have just looked up how to lose weight?
Yeah, but I have more I have some knowledge on that because I did lose 90 pounds one time. So
Randall, did you do a goal for yourself yet on here?
Did you see it?
no, I didn't do a goal for myself. I'm working, but I am working on that the short film. Do you remember when I was talking about Backfire?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why don't you do it on
So-
the board here so we can see?
Do it on the board? Okay. So let me do the SMART acronym again.
Well, what about instead
So-
of 50 hot dogs? What about if my goal was to crush 50 cans in
Uh,
3 minutes?
Sam?
well,
Yeah.
I think the first step to that would be trying to crush as many cans in 3 minutes and seeing how many that you could do already. And then after that,
Carrie, did you say my name?
Yeah. Are you
go
watching?
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Can you not see it? Oh, wait a minute. I'm not in front of the camera.
Whoa. That looks like a wine tap.
It's like a little fingertip one. That's not the
Never
other.
in my life have I seen anything like that, Emma, ever.
Then you put your fingertip on the back of it. And then it like vibrates.
Oh,
Very interesting.
hold on. Go ahead and talk amongst yourselves.
If that was the purple monster, that's an underwhelming monster.
Purple monster. It's actually white. It's in a purple bag, but it's white.
It's not very big.
No, this one's not very big. It just came in the black bag. This is a Trojan, her pleasure. Trojan, her pleasure.
What is that?
Vibrating touch. Vibrating fingertip massager.
Oh.
Latex condom.
Okay,
Very cool.
Raz. So we are going to do Randy's SMART goal. I actually think this is a pretty good idea, Raz, because I need a little bit of focus myself. So
Randall, where did you
Specifically-
learn this technique?
SMART goals.
Yeah.
It's been in NLP for a long time, probably around the 90s,
What is this one?
and it's
What's an
really
LP?
good.
Let's read what the other
Neuro linguistic programming. It's a type of cognitive psychology.
I see.
Hey, Joey's in here. Hey, Joey.
Snuggles!
Hi.
Durex Play Allure.
Hello, Joey.
I'll show you all a picture of it.
Hello.
There is a picture in here.
Hello, Joey.
There is a. You guys
You're
want to see
breaking up a bit. There's a lot of static. What is
There's
that thing?
what it looks like? You guys can see the picture, right?
I don't know what that is.
That's the vibrator. It's white with a little purple. That's what it looks like.
It's got a light on it,
No?
but that's just a picture. You don't actually have it. Whoa!
Alright. See?
That's large.
They make
I wouldn't want to put that into any of my body cavities.
It doesn't have batteries in it
Well,
right
of
now.
course you wouldn't. You're a man, Raz. So. Okay, so
Huge, but
all right, yeah, that's great.
What have you shown that to Fears yet?
yeah, I think so.
What does he think?
I think you're.
He's like, I can't believe you have one of those. I think at the end of one of
Okay.
the streams, like an after call.
So
Do you think the Fears
Next
has
month-
a pocket pussy?
Okay, Pixel, you saw it. Happy birthday.
That was the purple monster?
It's in a purple bag.
Oh, jeez. It wasn't even purple.
It's got a purple ring around it that says Durex.
I didn't know condom companies made vibrators.
Yep. Trojan makes a whole bunch of them.
All right, Randy. Tell us about the goal.
So my goal is to make a 7-minute movie by October
Sorry, Randy.
31st, 2016.
It looks smaller in the
So,
back. Yeah.
and
Nope. Small.
So,
I've seen the
now-
big ones.
is this specific? Finish a 7-minute movie by October 31st, 2016. Yeah, I think it's pretty specific. Is it measurable? Well, in the edit, I will be able to see the timeline, and I will be able to see how much. I'll be able to see, like this is hold on a second. This is 1 minute, 7 minutes. Here's 4,
Watching.
5, 6, 2,
Wow.
3. So
How did
as
you
I
do that?
as I progress through the timeline, I'll be able to measure, how far, how many minutes I'm going.
Why
So
is the
is it
gap
achieved-
between 6 and 7 so big?
I don't know.
Is that a longer part of the movie?
I thought you didn't like number 7, so why is it 7 minutes?
Who said I didn't like number 7?
You said it. You said it was a bad number.
Yesterday.
Did I?
Yeah, you counted
Yeah.
down from 10 and skipped 7.
Oh,
You
yeah.
said
I was joking. 'Cause, I wanted to make a joke. Yeah. So,
Well, 7 is
why-
half
why-
of 14, right?
Well, what?
7 is also divisible by 21. Remember that, Randy.
So, the script that I wrote today was 7 pages long, and in screenplay time and movie time, a page is a minute in screen time if your script is properly formatted. So 7 pages, not including the title page, is about 7 minutes. Now, is it achievable? Yes, tons of people have made short films. Is it realistic? A month to make a short film? I've made a short film in a day. So this is definitely
Have you started
realistic.
on the film yet?
Have I started? No, I'm going to be contacting some actors and actresses. But I'm glad you asked that question, Raz, because the next step.
Well, I'll offer myself as an actor if you need a male actor. We can go to hangout like this, and you can just film my screen.
I also offer juggling
Let
live.
me say this. Not for this movie, but I will take you up on that offer, and I will write you into one of my upcoming movies. Okay?
Nice.
Fair enough?
Nice. That's pretty cool.
You should
And
make
Joey and Carrie, I offer the same thing to you.
a movie called Google Hangouts the movie.
So,
Yeah, we could just because see, it's easy. We just I'm already filming myself, right? So all you have to do is look at my screen.
It'll be
and
like
film
an
my screen, right?
yeah.
Like let me just you can frame it up and
have like cool
and
like
film it.
movies and stuff.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah. So basically, time-based.
Tell us about your community strike.
Is Caleb here? Oh. Well, anyways, okay. So for
I heard you
time-based,
got another community strike.
I've never gotten a community strike. I don't know what
For goals.
what happens. What happens when you get a community strike?
Well, basically, you rant about it to your friends for the next 3 weeks.
Yes, I've heard that. Okay. So now for time-based, I've set a deadline. So now the next thing I need to do is I need to set actionable goals. Now,
Wait, before even you do that, I mean, you've hit all the SMART criteria. So doesn't that basically mean the goal is easily achievable?
it means that your goal is well formed. So,
Ah.
yeah. So this is SMART goals is also what we call in NLP a well formed outcome.
A My Little Pony?
No, NLP.
Oh, I see. That's a pretty good radio station.
So set actionable goals. So the next thing I need to do is there are about there's Jack Spade, which is the lead character. There's Melissa Epps.
Why didn't you go with Jeff Shovel? Is his name?
And then there's Don Carbone. He's the gangster. Then there's Large, which is Don Carbone's henchman. And okay, so now the next.
Can you give us a quick description of each character?
Jack Spade. He can be any ethnicity. I want about like
Jack Black and David Spade.
No, I was thinking more of Sam Spade, the old hard-boiled detective.
Ah, yes.
So I was thinking Jack Reacher and Sam Spade is what I was thinking of when I created that name. And for the girl, For the girl, I wanted a definite girl's name because there are some names that are kind of like could go either way. Like Sam, it could be short for Samuel, or it could be short for Samantha, or Max could be short for Maxine. I don't know why, but I felt I had to go with a girl's name like that could not be interpreted anyway. So we got Melissa Epps. Melissa's Jack's partner. She's kind of serious and kind of almost like hardened by the job. Then Don Carbone, he's Italian, and he's kind of like a criminal mastermind who he likes to rub it in the cop's face, like I'm doing this. You can't do shit.
Oh, he's like the
and then large.
Face.
Actually, I'm going to take large off because I've already got large. Large is going to be
the cop's face.
Yeah. Large. Oh, I'll put it back on. Hold on. Large is he's a 7 foot tall, muscle bound guy. I'm going to get my friend Big Jim Tripp to play him, and
Better idea, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Joey.
Shaquille O'Neal by chance.
Who do I know?
Shaquille O'Neal. You should call him up.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Get him to play.
Yeah, that would be cool. That would be cool. I would if I put Shaquille O'Neal in my movie though, he's never going to talk at all.
Randy, how are you gonna find a 7 foot actor?
Oh, I already know one. My friend Big Jim Tripp. He's a comedian that I worked with several times. He's in my short film Big Fat Liars. So I'm gonna have him, get like a nice blazer and get a suit so he can, be a gangster along with Don Carbone. And
how tall
the vision. How tall is he? He's about 7 foot, 7'4". And the vision I have for this movie is kind of like a Tarantino type film, where it's very effective and economical in its shots. I only use about like maybe 5 or 6 shots, but those shots are very complicated with some pans and some tilts. And if you watch Tarantino, he uses very little shots to get his point across. Like if you watch Jackie Brown, when Samuel L. Jackson is coming to Beaumont's apartment, Chris Tucker, like that whole scene is 1 shot long. And, he creates visual interest, Tarantino, by making sure that the characters' performances, he makes sure that the characters are moving, constantly doing business with each other, Sam Jackson.
Consigliere.
Yeah, constantly moving, basically,
Consigliere.
No, I meant constantly, but consigliere is what large is, basically. But
hey, cameraman, do you have any other short films on your YouTube channel?
I have tons of short films on my YouTube channel. Actually, I think the best short film that I ever did was my first one that ever won an award. It was called The Thrilling 3. And the thing I want to point out in that one is in one scene you're going to see me talking with a woman, and it looks like it's daylight out, but we shot that in the dead of night. In film, we do this thing called day for night, which means we took a really, really high-powered work light, we shined it through the window, and you would never tell that scene was shot at night, unless I just told you, which I did.
You did. You just gave it all away.
Yeah, but
I got a quick question for you.
Go ahead.
Is this Big Jim Tripp?
Yes, that is Big Jim Tripp.
So he's 7 foot tall and muscle bound.
He's not muscle bound, but he is intimidating. Like he will tower over you, and if he's a really nice guy. He's a really nice guy, but if he wanted to, he could be very intimidating.
How did you meet Big Trippy Jim?
Big Jim Tripp. I met him on. I used to do stand-up comedy out at Tiernanog Irish Pub and out at the Tap Room, and he was one of the comedians. he's a really nice guy. I'm friends with him, Matt Elliott, and Mike Frierson. Those are comedians that I hang out with a lot. Me and Big Jim Tripp and Mike Frierson, we go out to karaoke and sing. And we just have a good time, and occasionally we'll buy each other drinks or food or
Nice.
whatever, and we'll just have a really good time.
Randall, why is the audio so bad in this short film?
Well, I'll tell you what. That was not shot on a good camera.
Oh.
I do have a better camera now. It's actually the one I'm taking pictures with. It takes pictures, and this one has really good sound. Big Fat Liars is not a complete film, and also it's not lit properly. We did it just as kind of like to show people what it would be like, what it would look like, and what it would look like cut together. So,
Nice. Do
yeah.
you have any video of your stand-up comedy?
No, I do not. The Jehovah's Witnesses kind of frown on my stand-up comedy because I kind of had like excessive foul language, so I kind of like took that stuff down. But
you know what? All in all, it sounds like the Jehovah's Witnesses try to control your life.
Well, they want me to lead a better life, and I have been.
Is it better for you or better for them?
Well, it's better for me most of the time, and like they're not against my comedy. They just want me to clean up my act, and they want me to perfect a clean act, and project a good image, because whatever I do could reflect badly on them. And like I said, I feel real bad about my behavior over the past few weeks, and I'm really trying to clean up my act and be a much better person. And
your act's pretty clean, man.
Yeah. Well, like in the live streams, I'm trying to help as many people as possible. But yeah. So, but back to this. My next, I've got large, so I need to get an actor for Don Carbone. I need to get an actor for Melissa Epps, and I need an actor for Jack Spade, and then I need let's see, I need a squirt gun that I would spray paint to look like a real gun. And I was thinking about getting a BB gun. I was thinking that could also be dangerous. But I guess if I didn't have any BBs in them, it wouldn't matter. And if it was one that shot those like little rubber BBs, that'd be safe. But I can do this effect. I can do a muzzle flare effect in camera. But like Tarantino, the violence is going to be shown off screen. Like we're gonna for the part where Jack shoots Melissa. It's going to be shot in the hallway, and Jack is going to be in the hallway, and Melissa is going to be in the room, but you don't see the room. All you see is Jack raise up the gun, fire, and I can do the muzzle flare in computer really easily. I've done it on some of my other short films. If you watch B Movie, I do it in that one. In that one, I have my friend like pretend he's shooting me, and then I animate muzzle flare coming out of his finger, and it's a really simple effect. And like Tarantino, some of the violence is going to be shown off screen. So, yeah. What do you think, sirs?
Sounds good.
Yeah. So yeah, and like I said, this does have a twist ending. Jack gets a phone call that changes the whole game, and it kind of like ends on him. And I won't tell you what the last word is, but the last word in this film is the same last word in Eyes Wide Shut. So Raz, did you have a goal that you wanted to work on? I forgot. What was it?
Yeah, I had a couple, but it sounds like they're fairly unattainable.
No, I think you can eat. I think there is a person who's eaten 50 hot dogs. I would drink lots of water and clean out my system of any mass in your stomach. And then, But yeah, that one I really don't have much on.
Okay, here's
So
a
what
different
about-
one. Here, this one might be a little easier. I want to be able to eat a meatball sub without getting sick.
Eat a meatball sub without getting sick. Well, you know what I would do is I would eat. Sorry, I would eat half the meatball sub
Half of a
first.
meatball.
I would eat half the meatball sub around 5 o'clock, and then I would eat the other half around 6. So space it out.
That's
Now, what are you putting on your meatball sub?
Lettuce, mayonnaise, olives.
Are you lactose intolerant or anything like that?
No.
No. So I mean, usually when you eat a meatball sub, you kind of like get sick.
Well, I mean, it can happen. It's been known to happen. It's been known.
you walk through Walmart and then you feel like you have to throw up.
Get a meatball sub, go shopping, and then it's bathroom, vomit, take the meatball sub home and eat the rest.
Well, I would maybe change where you're getting a meatball sub from, because
That's a pretty good idea.
I don't think that's supposed to happen when you get a meatball sub. Obi,
Definitely not.
yeah, they have a really nice place down here called Giuseppe's, and they have a calzone, and man, when you buy a calzone from those people, they do not skimp on the ingredients. The calzones are like that big. They're
Is it-
huge. They're huge calzones, and
Isn't it called?
yeah, and is it what?
Isn't it called Giuseppe's? Not with a G sound, with a Y sound.
Giuseppe's? I'm not too sure. I just call them
Giuseppe.
Giuseppe's, and they seem to go with
I
that.
think it's pronounced
Italian
Giuseppe.
Joey.
How's it pronounced, Raz?
Maybe it's called Giuseppe.
Giuseppe. Okay.
I don't know.
Giuseppe is Italian for Joey, so it's called Joey's.
Joey's. Yeah.
Okay.
Randall, what is your favorite kind of calzone / favorite kind of pizza?
Favorite kind of calzone? I like baby spinach in my calzone. I try to order it with sausage, salami, cheese, and baby spinach. So
What do
that's
you mean
really
you
good.
try to order it with that stuff?
Well, I do. And then I have, and then like what goes really good with the calzone is tomato sauce. My mom doesn't order it with tomato sauce because she's allergic to tomatoes, avocados, chocolate. So, but yeah, I always try to get it with some tomato sauce on the side, and they are really delicious. As far as favorite pizzas go, in Arizona, there's this place called Red Devil Pizza, and I know I'm pronouncing that right. There's this place called Red Devil Pizza, and they have this thing called the, let's see, what do they call it? I think it's called the veggie pizza, or no, they have a specific name for it. Well, anyways, what it is, it doesn't have tomato sauce, but it does have sliced tomatoes on it. It has feta cheese, artichoke on it, and purple onions, and it is amazing. And like when me and my mom were back in Arizona, whenever I did something good, she would always take me to Red Devil, and we would go get that. Trying to remember what it was. It was like the garden pizza or something
Sounds
like
better
that.
than I thought it would.
So why'd you guys
it was
move from Arizona to Florida?
Well, you know what? That's a funny, well, not a funny story, but that's a clean story that I think is interesting that I will tell you right now. My real father died when I was 6 years old. He died right in front of me. And, yeah, so.
Was he
And
shot?
then, no, he had throat cancer, and he expired on his deathbed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but anyways, so eventually, when I was about 15, my mom married this guy named Bob. And this guy, Bob, was a total tool.
Did his first
like-
name happen to be Sideshow?
no.
Did he have a wound on his?
Could be.
If he had a wound on his leg and his first name was Sideshow, we could be talking about the same person.
No, but he was so like. The thing is, Raz, whenever my mother wasn't around, he would lay into me. Like he would call me all the names in the book. And you know, I'm schizophrenic. I've been schizophrenic since I was 18. And when you're schizophrenic, nobody believes you about anything. So when my mom would come home, I'd go, Mom, he said this, he said that. And he's like, he didn't say that, Randy. He must have said something else. He didn't do that. Now, keep in mind, I'm a filmmaker. So one day, he got drunk, and I knew he was going to say something. I knew he was going to say something or start something or do something. So what I did is I took my video camera, and I set it up in the hallway, and then I just went into the room, and I let him just go off on me. I let him go off. And I actually lived at a different apartment at the time. I was sleeping over because they let me sleep over sometimes. So I just let him lay into me. I just let him go at it and just, attack me and verbally abuse me. And like some of the most scarring memories I can ever think were in that little rant that he did. So, I woke Mom up. I said, Mom, he said this, he did that. And he's like, go to bed, Randy. He didn't say that. He didn't say that. So in the morning, I had my mom take me into my apartment, and I whipped out the camera. I showed her the video and all these nasty things he was saying, and the first thing that she said is, we're getting a divorce. And she divorced him a month later, and she wanted to be close to the beach. She wanted to go out to the beach, but she didn't want to be close to him. So California, he's in Arizona, so California is out of the question. So the only other place that has really nice beaches is, of course, Florida. So we moved down here, and I've got to say, I do miss Arizona, but I have a lot of really cool friends and new acquaintances in Florida that I'm definitely glad I met, and I wouldn't want to do without.
Right on.
So that's basically the story.
Carrie?
I didn't bore you, did I, Raz?
No, it was an interesting story.
Oh,
A little bit of domestic dispute, a little bit of tragedy,
Little Sideshow Bob.
a little bit of leg wound. Good stuff. Carrie, are you still with us?
Yeah, her icon is there, but I
think we
don't.
lost Carrie.
I'm here.
Carrie,
She's here.
can you please, for the love of all things holy, tell us what Tommy said about Jared?
Dude.
Now, hold on,
Jared,
Carrie.
Anything, Sam?
What?
No.
Tommy doesn't watch this channel. It's okay.
No,
Well,
no,
I mean,
Sam, have you got Jared lined up for tomorrow?
No, maybe
I have
Friday.
some other interesting news on that front too.
Well, let me know. I mean, come on, share, help a brother out.
I have some messages from Jared as well.
Okay, hold on. Rez, are you gonna do a stream after the stream?
Not today. No, my mom's very sick. I'm gonna go cook her dinner actually probably in about 5-10 minutes here.
Oh, what are you gonna cook her?
I'm gonna make a very nice pancetta garlic cream sauce with linguine pasta, pan fried chicken breast, and a salad.
Wow,
And a ham
that sounds
pie.
really good.
And my phone is probably still. Yeah, my phone is probably
Okay.
still off from therapy.
So you know what? I think I am going to close out for today. I want to thank everybody who came, Pixel Protocol, Joey, Raz, Terry. I thank you all, D-Man, Happy. Am I missing anybody? Joey 0209. Let me see. Fearsman 26. Thank you very much for showing up. The dude.
Why didn't Fears come in here?
Fears came in earlier, and we worked on some of his limiting beliefs.
I see.
So yeah, I really don't want to gossip about people. This is for goals, and I think we accomplished a lot today. We got Carrie 2 points closer to believing in hers. Raz, you got.
Carrie also showed off both of her vibrating dildos.
That was interesting.
Exactly, bro.
And Raz, you helped me focus on my goals. And
Nice.
Joey, next time we'll work on some of yours a little bit more. But I'd like to thank everybody for this stream. And I'd like to thank personally the people who are here: Fierce Man, Carrie, Joey, and Raz. And I will see you.
Hey, Fierce just came back.
I just came back. I did.
Oh,
Fierce,
yeah.
do you want to hear Carrie spill the beans about what Tommy said?
Yeah, you do not, Fierce.
You know what? We've invested so much in time in this. I think the better question is why wouldn't we want to hear it? So let's hear it.
Why don't we do it in the after call? Or
Carrie, Carrie,
How do I-
now. Right now, Carrie, I want to hear that Ashley was just going ballistic on J Rod's dick, all right?
Okay. Well, you know what?
Because that's basically what is going on. Tommy, I love you, brother, but she's not interested. She said, hey, J-Rod. She's like, hey, J-Rod, let's go get some pizza. They walk away, get some pizza, and they get on some hanky-panky, and they're like, we'll come back in a fucking hour.
Okay.
Everybody, we're going to talk about this in the after show, but I'll thank you, and I will talk to you, Latre.